Welcome back, everybody, to Tales of Alashar. This is session, what are we at? Is it 4 now, technically? I think we're at technically session 4, aren't we?
4 or 5.
Sure.
5. Well, we did session 0.
What's that?
So let's
4 and
do
5.
Let's do a quick recap. So we did session 0 where you all met and became a party and you got your first job. Then we did session 1 where you strolled into Calavos, city of Calavos. You fought some dudes on the road. You made your way to Baron Liren Monzimer's estate, and he gave you your job. Session 2, you then found your new lodging location. You made your way over to the orphanage. On the way there, you got roped into a sort of back alley encounter where you tried to do this ventriloquist bit. And
tried successfully. It was going to be amazing.
Yeah, success is a loose term for what happened there, but
success is in the eye of the succeeder.
You avoided conflict, but you also delayed the problem for the tanner. But at least you didn't murder anybody. From there, you went to the orphanage where you met, your primary contact at the orphanage. She gave you some information. You met a wonderful little Junie, who, by the way, Chris, I don't know if you remember this, but you have an inspiration dice. You met Junie. You got some tips. You went on to then, I think in your next session, so session 3, you went to the trade center. You had a little bit of a conversation at the bar called Grog's Bottom. You got a tip from...
boys were playing there?
Yeah. From this crazy old bag, this crazy old lady who gave you a tip about a guy named Donalis who allegedly witnessed the Night Hunter entity. It is sort of urban legend. And she gave you a tip about a lady named Elsie you should meet up with to follow up on that. But in the meantime, you found your way over to the Necropolis, where you have now been you're going on your second full day inside the Necropolis right now as we speak. What happened is you met Cleric Mortress, who's a high priest of the deity. Do you know the name? Starts with a K.
Kelemvor.
Kelemvor. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Too many damn K's in this game.
Yeah. So you met Mortress, priest of Kelemvor. He is investigating. He's got a problem where bodies of children have been going missing in the Necropolis. You followed a lead. Kelemvor tracked a sort of a thin line leading away from one of the sarcophagi that it had been broken into. And you follow that to a secret passageway that could be opened by reciting the rites of 2 different deities. One is Kelemvor, one is...
Lathander.
Lathander, yes.
Yeah, somebody took notes.
That's right. I'm testing you guys. You're doing great. Some of you.
Kale is the note taker. We've already been over this.
It's a group project, so you're all passing right now. And some of you should be grateful. Some of you should be grateful it's a group project. But once the door opened, you had to fight some zombies. You found yourself then working through these catacombs of what looks to be like an order of some kind. 2 different orders sort of blended into one community where you've got followers of Kelemvor, followers of Lathander, all living harmoniously, studying harmoniously in this secret underground commune of sorts. You found the journal of Seer Linmar, who is like one of the most famous priests of Kelemvor in modern history. You found a bell, and you activated this bell. It resonated at some frequency that you think is activating some sort of deific energy in the catacombs down here. You then moved on to a new room where you found these bronze runes, these circular runes that had inside of them were sealed fragments of deific energy to rebuild this cosmic bridge between Kelemvor and Lathander. And when you did that, you opened up this door. This sea, like an actual torrent of souls, whizzed past you and went down the hallway ahead of you. And now you find yourself in this tunnel, the stone tunnel, where you've just taken a long rest. Thera has experienced some sort of a night vision or dream of sorts that has her a little bit out of sorts. And she has just lied to Kelemvor about the nature of her uneasiness. He passed a insight check to see that she was lying. She's clearly going through something, but she doesn't want to talk about it yet. That's kind of where you're at right now. So the 4 of you, the 3 of you plus Mordris are now together in this stone hallway leading to what you perceive to be potentially the culmination of this Necropolis excursion. And that's where you're at. Is everybody up to speed?
Sure.
I
Indeed.
think so.
Okay. So you awake having a relatively uncomfortable night of sleep, like you're not in a really nice lodging. You got cold stone all around you. And as everyone is sort of gathering themselves and doing their morning routines and repacking their bedrolls, Mordris is going to talk to the group, okay? He's going to say this. He's going to say, I wanted to take a moment to let you all know what I learned last night. You see, during my shift at the Watch, I continued to translate more passages in Seer Linmar's journal, and I must warn you, what I found is, I would say, profoundly disturbing. Would you like to hear it?
I
You
love
weren't
to hear
watching, you were reading.
disturbing things.
Well, I can read and watch at the same time. Don't tell me the entire time you're watching you're ever vigilant.
No, I'm scratching myself.
Exactly.
That sounds about right.
Either way.
I, for one,
Yes,
love
please.
hearing disturbing things, so just
yes.
hit us with it.
Okay, I'll try to keep this brief. But the first thing I learned is that Seer Linmar abandoned his faith in Kelimvor. And there are multiple passages where he laments ever wasting his time serving Kelimvor. He calls the deity a fraud, and even at one point a petulant child. This is horrible. This is one of the most celebrated saints in our faith. A question. Do you think I should report these findings? I mean, they would shatter so many people's very core concepts about who Lord Kelimvor is. Would you share this knowledge if you came upon it yourselves?
Some things are better left unknown.
Tell him.
Okay.
Is it more destructive towards Kelimvor's reputation or Lindmar's reputation?
I worry both. If Seer Linmar's faith in Kelimvor could be shaken, then what's to make a fragile believer think that their faith is worth anything? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I do. Perhaps Lindmar wasn't so strong in his faith after all. Maybe he shouldn't have been followed to begin with.
Maybe. Which is disturbing for me. A lot of my inspiration for the work that I do has come from some of the earlier passages from this very journal where his faith is fervent and strong. But towards the end of the journal, it's apparent that he has found a new god to serve. The only word he ever uses to address this deity is the bestower. I don't know which god he could be referring to. Do you?
That doesn't ring a bell. Let's see. Well, I have +1 to history. Could I do a history check to determine whether
Sure.
or not that
Go for
rings
it.
a bell?
Yeah.
Okay. Would it be more history or religion?
It would probably be more religion.
I've got a +1 to either, so
Give it a shot. See what you come up with.
that's a 5, so 6 total.
I mean, as far as you know, you've never heard the word bestower in reference to any kind of a deific figure of any kind in your travels.
If you had rolled a 1, he would have said you'd never heard of the word bestower at all.
Your vocabulary is so limited.
You are so dumb.
For real.
Oh, real.
Well, it didn't ring a bell for me either. But the second revelation from his entries is even worse. He had 2 partners down here. It seems like it was himself, a high priest of Lathander, and a witch of some kind. A witch. As she seems to be, from what I can gather, the mastermind behind what was going on down here. But their work is what concerns me greatly. See, it seems their ultimate goal was to rip souls from the afterlife and shove them back into their physical bodies, using the echoes of the energy created by Kelimvor and Lathander's meeting. They used the bell, which we rung, to reawaken that energy, to sort of agitate it. And then they used those bronze runes to rebuild the connection and fully activate that energy on a smaller scale. Now, he notes that full revivification is unsustainable, but they don't seem to care. And this is the most worrisome part to me. This is a direct quote from his entry. As long as the soul and the body are reunited for a minute or two, the avatar can devour the soul and the life force. This is how we feed the bestower and birth our new god. What do you think of that?
That certainly doesn't sound good to me.
Let's
You
try
think
it.
that bestower might still be down here after all this time?
I have no idea what this thing could be.
We should try it.
It's troubling, to say the
What
least.
can we feed it? Where are we feeding it? I was half paying attention. Who are we feeding?
This
should
is
try it.
horrific. Well, what
They
they're
are feeding
doing...
the bestower with souls.
Yes, exactly. Precisely. So imagine this. You are dead. Okay?
Wait a second.
And-
Is that where all those souls were flying off to?
I mean, those were souls.
Or from,
Indeed.
potentially.
From to, I don't know. There's still so many questions I have to ask, things we need to learn. But imagine the horror if you were in your afterlife, enjoying being around those you hold most dear in eternity, in Calavos' embrace, when suddenly you are ripped from the afterlife, shoved back into your earthly vessel, just to be consumed by some entity. And then your soul is gone. Your afterlife ripped from you. This is horrific.
It does sound
It's
pretty
perverse.
bad. It is.
I've heard worse.
Still so many questions, but I wanted to tell you what I learned, because it may inform the decisions we make moving forward. But I would encourage you to prepare yourselves, ready yourselves, steel yourselves. I don't know what we're facing at the end of this hallway.
I appreciate the insight.
Okay.
I'll finish packing my things.
When we opened the door originally to this passageway, all those souls rushed past us, correct? From the inside out?
Yeah, yes, precisely.
I'm just trying to remember from the previous
And there are
session.
so many dead that we've left behind us. So many rites I need to perform. These souls, they're lost. And a soul that is lost will naturally gravitate towards life energy. Okay? A soul that is left behind, that is uncared for, doesn't know the way forward, so it seeks a way backwards, back to their vessel. Which is why this place could be potentially so dangerous.
So there could be souls attempting to reunite with their bodies behind us that we'll meet on the way out.
I don't know
Maybe.
if it's necessarily their body or just anything that's alive.
To find a vessel, yes.
That's also troubling.
Which is why I've fought so many undead up until this point, I imagine.
I believe so. Well, we've come this far. I think we ought to continue and see what lies at the end of this road.
Lady Venril, if I may.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It appears that during the night, your, how did you call him? Rob seems to have turned into this pile of bones here again. I didn't know if you had the means or the desire to reanimate another corpse before we move forward or not.
Is there one I can see that is usable?
Well, just 2 rooms behind us. There are hundreds, I think, in those piles where the bell
Heck
was.
yeah. Let's go find a beefy one.
Some
Are any of
beefcake
the-
zombie.
Beefy
Yeah.
anymore?
I'd like a beefcake zombie, please.
I'll accompany you back there to reanimate one if the other gentleman wanted to stay put and make sure the door stays open.
can do
Perfect.
that.
Certainly.
Okay, so in the meantime,
May look quite incompetent, but I think they can handle this task.
In the meantime, Thera, you and Morgus are walking back a couple of rooms through that big door with the the bridge, sort of ornate depiction on it, back into the room where with the bell. It's still sort of quietly humming to itself. Which body would you like to pick? There are so many.
Big beefy one.
I suppose.
Is there a beefy one? I want the beefy one.
I don't know. I don't know what beefy means. Do you mean like large or?
Muscly?
They don't
Which-
have
which-
muscles. They're bones. There's no muscles on them.
Skeletons.
Which one looks like it was probably
The
the
best looking.
hottest in
Oh my god.
in life?
To be fair, I
Thinking,
think my standards might be a little different from yours.
Well, you know bodies. Which one would you think would be culturally attractive?
This one has, looking by the curvature of the bones, I would say this one here had very large breasts.
I don't- Tempting, but I think that's going to distract Kelvor too much. Let's go with the
got him.
male. Male attractive.
I don't know much about that. I'm not particularly attracted to males. I would assume you would want something with a strong jaw, maybe? Broad
Yes,
shoulders?
good cheekbones, broad shoulders. Yeah.
This pile here, I think... Look at this skull. This has a really strong jawline. I don't know what the rest of the body might be. If it's... There's a... Here,
Do I need the rest of the body? Let's just give it a try, right?
Well, I mean, someone could be really hideous and have a strong jaw, I suppose. What
well,
if
they're
it is...
zombie. They're not
tell her
going to
he's
look
handsome enough.
right?
I don't mean to be crass, but I don't know how large his, under areas might have been, if that's what you're looking for attractiveness.
I'm not gonna bang him. Chill, okay?
Well, you said you wanted him to be attractive. I don't know what you're asking.
I want him to be eye candy. That's all I want.
Well, I don't think anything that's
He's gonna melt real subtle in the morning.
Of course.
I'm not entirely sure that anything you reanimate is going to be what you might call eye candy.
You're confusing our friend here, Mortress.
You're hurting my brain. Just pick a body.
Pick up the skull that you thought was decent.
Here, this one. Do this one. Strong jaw.
Perfect.
Strong jaw.
So you will into your amulet the revivification of this entity, and it sort of these other bones kind of snap into place, and there's like this faint green glow as necrotic tissue sort of forms over the bones, and it reorganizes itself just like last time to be a little bit stouter, a little bit sturdier, a little bit broader, and it is frickin' hideous. But it stands next to you and just looks like it's ready to do its job. It looks terrible, Lady Venril. I'm sorry, I tried.
Maybe we should have gone with the boobs, huh?
I think maybe we should have gone with a large-breasted one, yes.
We should have gone with the boobs.
You hear an echo from 2 rooms away. Yes!
Well,
you live and learn, huh?
You live, you learn. That is correct. Shall we rejoin the others? In the meantime, Kelvor and Carl, is there any conversation that you have apart from these two before they rejoin you?
Oh... Are you going to shed some light? Snitches get stitches. Just don't forget that.
I assume we're just sort of packing up our things and maybe chit-chatting, but I think I'm going to keep Thera's secret for now.
Ooh.
Muy interesante. Okay.
Yeah. So far, I think I'm just assuming that, well, potentially incorrectly, but assuming that she wouldn't be lying to us without a good reason. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt, so I'm just going to...
You are a brave man.
Keep it to myself for now, I guess. If she does it again, so help me. I'll hold me.
Boy, have I got some tea for you.
He might be pissed that you've been keeping this from him, though.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
So, as you're packing up your things, Mordris and Lady Venril, Thera, they rejoin you in the hallway, now with a new entity accompanying them in the form of this sort of stouter zombie that's walking along beside them. And so Mordris is going to sort of lean over to Carl and be like, say it's hot. Just do it for me.
That is one really attractive thing there.
Keep it in your pants, Carl. Jeez. God, you sick freak.
Straight face through all this.
Shall we proceed to the end of the hallway and see what's through that doorway there?
Sure.
I think
Lead the way.
Okay. So you start walking. It's a long hallway, so you see the opening ahead of you. And as you begin walking down the hall, that open doorway at the end of it gets larger and larger at your approach. The opening glows this sort of sickly green color, and the muffled sound of what you perceive to be hundreds of wailing voices can be heard, sort of like a dissonant background track. And you all step into, eventually, this enormous chamber. And it's like nothing you've ever seen before. If you want to switch over to the Discord, in the Alashar Discord, you can then see a picture of the space that you step into. You are at the 6 o'clock on that picture. Okay, where the light is.
So is this a semicircular pathway that borders just a pit? Is that what this is?
So, you're on this semicircular platform that wraps its way around half of this chamber. And it's perched halfway up in this spherical void, okay? Almost like you're on the inside of a massive giant ball.
Like Cerebro.
Okay. The ceiling stretches at the apex some 100 yards over your head, and at the highest point. And the floor, conversely, drops down 100 yards below the suspended platform that you're on. And there are pillars. You can see them in the picture. There's 4 of them. So the little gray circles. There are these 4 pillars that stretch all the way up to the ceiling, and then on the underside they stretch all the way down to the floor below you. Okay, and there's this bridge that stretches straight out from the platform and into the very center of this spherical chamber.
I was just gonna say, are the walls and ceiling perfectly smooth? Are they like cavernous? It's
stone, right? It's very subterranean earth. It's like it's like whatever was here was displaced. Does that make sense? So it's stone and dirt, right? And at the end of that bridge in the center, at the very middle of the room, there's a small circular platform with that same sickly green energy source. It's like it's bubbling and it's swirling erratically right in the middle. Think of like a ball of necrotic energy of sorts that's just hovering right there in the very center of this room at the end of the bridge. That energy source is roughly 10 feet in diameter. It's spherical shape, hovering on the platform, suspended sort of halfway above the platform. Half of it is below the platform. And on that platform, in front of that energy source, stands a lone figure, distinctly female, wearing a red cloak with a red hood over a black dress underneath the cloak. And behind her, on the far end of that circular platform, is a vertical sarcophagus. To your right, as you enter, if you look at the map, there's sort of this like makeshift library or a study with some bookcases, on the wall. There's a reading area. There's like a cot to sleep in. There's a chest there. And then to your left, it's very different. There's a massive pile of bodies. There's a wheelbarrow. There's a statue of Kelemvor on your left, a statue of Lathander on your right. This is the room that you're in. And as you step into the room, and you're sort of taking it all in, you hear this voice coming from this woman on the bridge calling out to you all. "It's about time, Mordris. You've certainly kept me waiting long enough. Welcome."
It's a friend.
What?
Mordris, do you know this woman?
He whispers, I don't think so. And he calls back to her, do I know you? And you're a little ways off, right? She's pretty far away from you, but you can still see on her face, she looks visibly annoyed by this question. And she starts to walk down the bridge towards your group. "Well, you certainly should know me, Mordris. I've only been down here for centuries. I remember the first day you were stationed here some 30 years ago. And I've been down here the whole time, Mordris."
Uh-oh.
Stephanie gets that reference.
The whole time.
Gale?
What?
I'll be interested. Sidebar.
No, not Kale, Gale.
Yes.
I'll be interested to know if any of our viewers get that reference. And I was conscious the whole time, Gale.
You get extra internet points.
You get extra points in the comments if you know what that's from. Anyways, Mordris responds, "Terribly sorry. I had no idea, Miss Ileana," she calls back. "Ah, so you must be the Ileana that Sir Linmar writes about in his journal." Yes, his journal. A gift I left for you. I'm glad you've been enjoying it. Tell me, what do you make of your religious predecessor now that you've spent some time with his writings? You kind of look at Mordris and he seems he's a little shaken, He's like, "I'm worried. What is this place? Why did Linmar abandon his faith for whatever it is?" He sort of motions to the whole space. "Whatever it is you're doing here." Yes, so many questions. I'm happy to chat a moment before we get started. After all, this is the first time you've been able to speak to me directly. I'm assuming you noticed the seeing panes as you entered this place?
Of course we did. What are those?
I'm keeping my mouth shut. I don't know what she's talking about.
Do you remember when you
involved.
first opened that secret passageway into that U-shaped room where Calavos found his quiver? And in that U-shaped room, it sort of hugged the room you had been in. And I noted that there were these seeing panes, one way sort of ethereal glass, where if you were inside that new room you just unlocked, you could see into the previous room. But if you were in the previous room, you could not see through the walls. Does that make sense?
Oh, yes.
Forgot about those, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Of course I remember that.
She continues, I've been down here alone for hundreds of years. Every now and then I watch you perform your rites, through those panes. Listen to you prattle on about to the dead as though they could hear you. But now I've heard every one of your pathetic stories, your life stories 10 times over at this point. It does get lonely down here, submerged in my work for centuries. In fact, this year, I didn't feel like spending my birthday alone, so I came into your room as you slept and ate a slice of cake by your bedside. I even left a piece on your nightstand for you. Did you enjoy it? He sort of his eyes light up. That was you? It was delicious. I just assumed that it was a boon from Lord Calavos for my services. You thought that a divine cosmic being manifested a slice of cake as a reward for your services rendered? Well, now that you say it out loud, it does seem somewhat implausible. You think? Roll an insight check for me.
All of us?
All of you. Give me an insight check on this lady.
Oh, okay.
Say
That's
19 plus 4, 23.
Oh God, it's a 3 plus 3, baby.
I got a 2 plus 1.
Right.
Oh boy.
Okay, mine doesn't seem so bad.
Calavos, you're getting strong vibes of this lady's freaking crazy. You're
I can get that vibe creeping into people's rooms.
You're piecing together what she's been saying. You're like,
check to figure that out.
Calavos, you're like hundreds of years of isolation. This lady's unhinged.
That's
you're getting crazy. You're getting crazy mood swings off her. Happy, angry, happy, crazy. Right? Mordred is gonna continue the conversation here. Why are you down here? What are you doing? Is this deific anomaly the cause for the curtain around Alashar? To this, she is just going to start laughing. She's just laughing hysterically. The curtain. No more. Just sometimes I have to remind myself just how small your world is. No, I was right here working away on this anomaly the day the curtain fell. No. Calavos and Lathander's meeting happened centuries before the curtain fell. I remember that day. The sea began to bubble like a hot spring. The sky darkened. The earth shook. And the curtain fell from the sky.
I knew it! I knew it! I called it!
You called what?
That was the curtain, the reason for the curtain.
No, she's saying it's not the reason for the curtain.
Oh.
She said no. She said she was already working on, she just said I was working on this anomaly right here.
When it happened.
Oh, well, I rolled a 6, so.
She's got, to your outburst, she sort of looks at you and shakes your head like, did you listen to a single word I said? Are you even listening to me? The people were terrified. But it was the silent calmness that set out over the waters that really messed with people afterwards. But no, the curtain and this deific encounter here are more or less unrelated. But tell me, Wardress, who are your friends here? I didn't think you had any.
I wouldn't so much as say we were friends.
Oh, that's hurtful.
I would say we're friends.
Thank you.
I better voice that.
No, I suppose these are adventurers responding to my summons to investigate the missing children's bodies. I have so many questions to ask you, like, why did Linmar abandon his faith in Calavos? Oh my, have you ever stopped to ask the question, why is the terrain south of Calavos completely impassable? as if there was like a subterranean explosion that caused the stones to force their way above the surface as spires and crags, right? That's because, well, frankly, that's exactly what happened, my dear, when the two deities decided to have their nice little meet and greet. They chose this very location, like they were just, casually meeting for tea. And when they did, there was a catastrophic explosion of energy, and it displaced all of the stone that was in this very room and sent it hurtling to the surface, where it exploded through the ground. And at the time, just above the place where you're standing right now, there was a small village of completely peaceful people. Some 250 people lived there, including a small group of Calavos worshippers. And the stones suddenly shot through the ground, crushing men, women, children alike. The gods who claim to cause life, to value life, to honor life and care for people, right? They massacred them because what? They wanted a simple date to get to know one another. No. Linmar found it blasphemous, disgusting, repulsive even. He couldn't stand to pray to Kelemvor anymore after that revelation. Now, I know you have many more questions, so I will grant you this. I will grant you 3 questions. You've earned some answers, I suppose. But I'm still on a tight schedule. The work is nearly complete. So ask 3 questions, and I'll answer them truthfully, and after that I will be killing you and moving on with my work. Morgus is going to sort of like tensely turn and look to all of you as if wanting some input as to which questions he should ask this witch.
We should ask her what her middle name is.
I think we should wait on that one and instead ask her maybe what she's doing here. What this actually like.
What her work is.
Yeah, what her work. What is she actually doing?
That's fine. I liked my question better, but as per usual, Calvor, we'll go with yours.
Carl, what do you think?
Carl,
what do you think? Any input?
Oh, you're talking to me. Oh, I think that we should definitely not ask her what her middle name is. But yes, why is she here? What's she doing here? Why is she so crazy? Things like that.
Whoa. We probably shouldn't ask her why she's so crazy.
She seems a little unhinged. I'll try to keep it civil. He turns and addresses her again. Lady Ileana, if I may, our first question is, what exactly is the work that you're doing down here? Ah, yes, a great question. My work stretches across centuries. I've been down here for hundreds of years, ever since we discovered this little anomaly. You see, the bestower can't manifest itself yet, so it needs an avatar. And so my work specifically is to feed the avatar. Because if we can feed the avatar, then by proxy, we can feed the bestower, so that it might be able to manifest itself in the physical sense here. So my job, quite simply, is to feed the avatar. Now, we learned a while back that life force is a very healthy meal for this avatar. And so, killing people by the dozens or the hundreds is hard to do without being caught. So, people don't bat an eye when you're harvesting their dead, you see. So my job specifically is to return the life force to the vessels, so that the soul is ripped from its afterlife back into the physical plane, where it can be devoured, you see, so that we can continue to feed the avatar without causing a stir, should I say. Next question.
Guys, between you and me, I mean, I know my insight's pretty low here, but this bestower sounds pretty evil.
Yeah I'm kind of getting that vibe as well.
We should.
I don't like the idea of that thing manifesting it at all. I don't want that thing.
Should we? I know my first question wasn't your favorite, but should we ask who or what the avatar is?
Oh, I'm assuming she's the avatar.
She's eating the souls?
She's the last airbender?
She is indeed the last airbender.
Well, she's like the representative of the beast who's feeding it the souls.
What do you think, Mordecai?
Are you talking to me?
I forget your name every day, sir.
Lady Venro, we have been together for 2 days.
I'm not good at names.
You clearly. It's Mordrus, the High Cleric of Lord Calavos.
Sitting here and I'm like, I don't remember his name. I know it starts with an M.
It's a little bit, if I'm being honest, it hurts a little bit.
Alright, Morpheus, what do you think?
Well, I mean, I have a million questions. I want to know why children's bodies. I want to know who the Avatar is. I want to know who the Bestower is. I want to know what caused the curtain. I want to know everything. I pick one, any of them. Whatever you think is going to be of the most value in this situation.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, why kids? Why specifically kids?
Why male models?
But why
Why
male
male
models?
models?
I don't know if it's just because maybe kids' souls are pure, have more.
I want to ask. I'm not sure if that's important, but I want to ask, what is the bestower's, I don't know, goal,
Whole
his
deal?
MO?
Yeah, what's his purpose? Yeah.
What's his plan?
Yeah.
Why are you trying to bring him here?
Yeah, that sounds like
I think that's a good question.
All right, so
Yeah.
which question should I go with for question number 2?
Who is the bestower and what's its purpose? Is that kind
That's
of one
Two
question?
questions.
Tell her that's a double.
I'll ask its purpose, right? That's
Yeah.
really what we want to know, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he turns. Okay, all right. Question number 2. You don't have to say question number 2. I can count to 3, Mordrus. Okay, yes. Our next question. This bestower, what is its ultimate goal? Yeah, why are you reviving it? What is the purpose here? Yes. Naturally, I assumed this would be your next question. But the bestower's goal is to ultimately free the people of Alashar. The curtain keeps you locked down. The gods themselves have put you under quarantine of sorts. You deserve a better god, a new god, that will uproot your current pantheon, that will give you freedom to roam the entirety of this place. You see, the bestower offers you true freedom in a way that these freaking terrible gods you currently worship could never do. Next question.
Can I get a bonus question? Is he hot?
Give me a persuasion check.
Crap, what's my persuasion?
This better not count as our third question. If you roll a 1, so help me.
I got a +4. Okay. That's a 13 plus 4, so it's a 17.
So 17, you ask for a bonus question and ask if he's hot. It's a little weird, but I will grant you the bonus question.
Yes.
But I assume you would not think that the bestower is hot, considering it is currently an amorphous collection of pools of black ichor. But no, don't think it would be, by your standards, hot.
Ma'am, you don't know what I find attractive.
Clearly.
Oh my.
Give me your...
Wait, is he going to be hot when you restore him? Because I might be on your team here. I mean, like, you just don't persuade me.
To be fair, I don't know what form he will choose, if you can call it a he.
It's a hot one.
Our deity, the bestower, seeks to please all of the people. So maybe he would choose for himself a form that is, I suppose, physically appealing. But I'm growing impatient. I would like your final actual question, please.
Well, I'm out of questions. I got answered the important ones, so.
I kind of wonder if she actually knows what caused the curtain, or if she would just give us some answer that's actually ultimately bogus.
Do you think she'd answer, how do we stop this thing?
Yeah, we could ask, how do we stop her and stop it?
While they're talking, can I sneak up on her, or is she gonna totally see me?
The bridge is fully lit. So if you want to crouch,
Gosh.
walk your way
Super
in
narrow.
the light right up to her, you're welcome to try.
I'm going to sneak attack while she's dialoguing.
But that's not
monologuing.
quite how stealth works.
Oh.
I don't know. What should we ask? I have lots of questions. I want to know about why children specifically. I want to know if how close they are to whatever it is this bestower is going to do. Like, are we talking days, weeks? Are we close to some cataclysmic event? I don't know. What should we ask?
I feel like if this thing gets out, it is going to be a cataclysmic event, and I think that's not something we want.
I also want to know more about her coven. Is she a member of, like, is hundreds of witches all working together? Is it 2 of them? 5 of them? I don't know. So many questions.
Her if she's in love with you, because she definitely just, like, snuck in your bedroom while you were sleeping, and I think that's love, my dude.
I don't know. I think I am moderately attractive, but it is sort of strange to me.
Listen,
I don't know.
Marvin, shoot your shot.
Oh my gosh.
That's not my name. Are you serious right now? I literally saved your life as you were fighting a ghast. It ripped flesh from your neck and I saved your life, and you don't know my name.
More pants.
I need to breathe.
Don't let it get to you.
I need to breathe.
What do you think, Carl?
Mortuary. Mortuary. That's your name.
No,
Wouldn't forget it.
let's not pick it on Mordred, so let's go. What?
Like I said, I was wondering if there's a way would she divulge if,
I mean, assuming she's been truthful so far. It's possible
Right,
she might give us a straight answer.
I mean,
I'm going to instigate my chaoticness, and since
No,
they're just
Lord.
talking, I'll just look at her and be like, why kids?
Why male models?
That is a very astute question. Miss, what is your name?
Thera Venrel. Lady Thera Venrel of the House of Venrel.
Venrel, you say.
Ooh, so you know me.
Your name. I am familiar with this name. I once mounted a Venrel stallion. Yes.
I bet you did.
What?
I bet you did.
Neither here nor there. But it was an unforgettable experience.
I bet.
But why children, you ask? This is a great question. You see, I'm ashamed to admit it took me a fairly long time to come to this realization. But I am the one that discovered it. But the life force in children is much stronger than that of an adult. You see, the soul of an adult, it has had time to be beaten down and battered by the truths of life. You see, a child's soul, a child dreams. A child dreams big. It thinks to the future. It hasn't had time to be broken down. And so the life force of a child offers so much more sustenance for the bestower's avatar than an adult does. We found that it would take usually about 5 adult souls to match the quality of a child's soul. And so we found that children are a much better source of sustenance for the avatar.
This is essentially the plot to Monsters, Inc.
Well, she is a monster, and she's working with a monster, so that tracks.
Ryan, I'm afraid you're going to get a copyright issue.
Yeah, maybe, mayhaps. Because, those lawyers, they're always watching.
Always watching.
Yeah. I'm just gonna sort of slowly draw my bow while she's talking because I don't like where this is going.
Well, she did say she was going to kill her.
Yeah, she said she was going to kill us.
She did.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I know, but
she sees you make this move. Well, you've asked all 3, so I will wrap this up. Unfortunately, we do have to speed things along here because we are so very close to actualizing our goals. Goals that have been in the works for hundreds, almost 1,000 years now. Yes.
Well, how close are you?
How close am I, you ask? The narrative, we have been controlling it. We've been writing it. this coven of mine for nearly 1,000 years now. You're just coming into it as random side characters in the final chapter, so don't get any lofty ideas of yourselves being the heroes in this story. That is not the case. It is purely unreasonable. And now, I will show you this. Now, you will die because she is here, and she is hungry. Roll a perception check for me.
Who the heck is she? Perception.
16 plus 4, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Anybody else?
Ooh,
Plus 3.
I rolled a 19. I get a +1.
Nice.
Yeah,
2 dirty 20s. Steph, what you got?
13 plus 3, I got a 16.
Yeah, 16. Okay, so the two gentlemen, Kelvor and Carl, when she says this, immediately you're like on high alert. Like, what the frick is she talking about? You start to scan this giant cavernous room, and the both of you, eventually, something catches your eye. On the ceiling, 100 yards over your head.
No. I swear to God, if this is a spider.
Is this black blob, so this amorphous entity that is clinging to the ceiling of this void above your heads. And you see two yellow piercing eyes staring down at you. You cannot make out the specifics of what it is, but it is watching.
Oh, no.
And as you see this, she sort of cracks a smile. Also, since you seem to be so interested in your precious Seer Linmar, I think it's about time you meet him in the flesh. I think killing you and your friends will be just the sustenance he needs to fully ascend to lichdom. Now die, you insignificant insects. And at this, her body contorts and morphs into a swirling red cloud of mist that swirls up through this giant cavernous room, up to the ceiling, and swirls around this black entity that is on the ceiling. Meanwhile, the sarcophagus that was behind her, where she stood, it rumbles and dust falls off of it, and the lid topples over, falls to the floor with this loud, just resounding thud. And out from it steps this ghoulish figure. It is a rotten corpse with tattered remnants of a once ornate black robe. And it laughs with a raspy voice, raises a staff in one hand as if to call upon some powers of the dead. And Mordred shouts out, "Linmar! He's a grave caller! Prepare yourselves!" Roll for initiative.
Uh-oh.
Ah,
Here
shit.
we go.
Mushrooms. I don't like this.
I get a 6 + 1, 7.
15 plus 3.
And
Ooh,
this
nice.
so hold your number in your head for a moment, if you don't mind.
This was the guy that Mordecai looked up to.
Mordecai! Yes, right. I
Mordred.
have spent dozens of hours on this NPC. You will name him properly.
I'm sorry, I'm never going to.
Okay, 15 to 20. Anybody in there?
Negative.
I heard one yep.
Yes.
What you got, Kelvor?
18.
18. Okay, 15 to 10.
No. I'm so close.
10 to 5.
Yes.
Yes.
Give them to me.
I'm a
7.
9.
9 out of 7.
Mm-hmm.
So 9 is Lady Thera, whose name
Mhm.
I don't forget, because I'm taking this seriously.
I'm playing the role. What do you want from me?
And then Carl's a 7. Okay. I regret to inform you that
Oh no.
Oh, no. No. What about Rob? Did you roll for Rob?
I did actually roll for Rob.
How'd he do? Is he doing his best?
Yeah, he did better than most of you, actually.
Oh, good. Love you, Rob.
He's ready to go.
That's my unsexy zombie.
What we are going to do is Seer Linmar rolled a 18 plus his other
Oh,
modifiers. He is up
Hooray.
I
first.
don't like this.
In
He's
which
a
case,
jerk.
I need to pull out my stat blocks. There are so many things that I have to manage.
Oh my gosh. Side note, I'm at the bottom of your whiskey sour, and I wish I had another one.
Dude, aren't those so freaking good? I made, yeah,
Because if I had another drink, Thera might go crazy.
yeah, it's the wildberry sours that I made for you last time you were in.
You gotta
So
make
good.
them for Chris when he comes in.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're so good.
I do need to make them for Chris, yeah.
When are you coming up?
They're, right?
That's a good question, actually.
I'd say come up for my birthday, but everybody knows Kale goes to frickin' UK.
Okay, so talk to me
Every
real quick.
time.
You guys stepped into this space, okay? So
Like, yeah, I forget people's names, but at least I don't miss their birthdays.
Hey, I remembered your birthday and sent you a video from one of our favorite actresses on your birthday.
That is true. That was the best present ever. Sorry,
You're
Ryan,
welcome.
but it was the best present ever.
that was pretty cool.
It was awesome.
I didn't miss you calling Mordris Morvith, by the way.
You did? I was like, this one's for Kale.
I heard that.
Now, Linmar is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, up to here. He has a range of... Let me find it. Oh, dang.
Better be short.
Oh, dang. It ain't short.
Oh.
Okay!
I don't like this.
Okay, so give me Carl. Okay, so you're just going to roll a d20.
Okay.
And you are going to use a wisdom. Treat it as a wisdom saving throw.
All right.
Who's doing
Okay,
this?
so roll a d20 and add your wisdom modifier to it. Carl is.
All of us?
I rolled
Carl.
a 13 plus 1.
They're
Carl.
pretty good, aren't they?
You're going to take
Holy
4
cow.
points of damage as this green, sickly green ray shoots.
Yeah.
Linmar is going to just growl as he's sprinting down this bridge. And he raises his staff, and this green energy is going to shoot out from the top of it. And it's going to lash out across this space and hit you square in the chest. And you're going to take, what'd I say, 4?
Or yeah.
Yeah, 4 points
Although I'm
of
trying
damage.
to take 4 points of damage, but I keep lowering my body temperature by 4. I don't know what's happening here.
Just take note of your total HP and subtract 4 from it in your own head.
Oh wait, I can just do that. Apparently,
He's
Okay.
also a
Are you on
second.
the website?
Yeah.
Second green bolt is going to shoot out from his staff as well and lash out towards Kelvor. Kelvor, can you give me a
Please.
wisdom saving throw?
You can try. That is a 15 plus, just plus my wisdom modifier.
Yeah,
Plus 2, so 17.
you lucky dog. You see it strike, one bolt strike Carl straight in the chest. You're on high alert, and your senses kick in just in time as this other green bolt streaks across the room, across the void. And you just duck your head just in time as this green bolt shoots over the gap between your shoulder and your head on your left side. You can almost feel the heat from it, the energy from it, residual just from proximity. But it does not strike you. Hits the wall behind you, leaves a black scorch mark in it. And this Linmar just shouts out this growl, in anger.
Can I ask what kind of damage this is? It's just
This
like magic
is
damage.
necrotic.
Okay.
Necrotic damage.
Necrotic.
Well, lucky for you, I'm a necromancer.
Oh,
Oh, I like that. I like that. She's a necromancer. She's really into necks, apparently.
I can't control my goo.
You have no idea.
Oh no.
I'll have to check and see if that soundbite is copyrighted. All right,
It
Kelvor.
probably is.
Probably is.
Kelvor, what do you do?
Okay, so where is Ileana in relation to us?
Ileana is a swirling cloud of red mist up in the sky 100 yards over your head, swirling around the black entity that is still clinging to the ceiling, watching everything take place.
She went Scarlet Witch on us, huh? Just
Oh, I want to do that.
Okay. So the goo is the black goo is still on the ceiling. She's now floating around up there too, and this is just basically a 1v4 with
Correct,
Linmar here.
Amundo.
she is not part of the initiative, correct?
Correct, Amundo.
Okay. But Linmar is, I assume, undead.
You are assuming.
I am assuming because he looks very much undead. Man. Okay. I would like to, since my bow is already in hand, and he's about 90 meters away, roughly, give or take, 85, something like that.
Feet, so 5. He's
Okay.
85 feet away from you.
85 feet. Okay, that's well within the range of my bow. So
Okay.
I am going to just having dodged this bolt attack, reach up and pull out an arrow real quick and just run my index and middle finger down along the length of it, and it's going to start to glow with a soft blue light. And I'm going to knock this arrow, and I'm going to use my calming light ability that I get from my quiver, and I'm just going to try to strike him with this arrow and chill him out.
Chill the frick out, Linmar.
Yeah, that's right. Of course, I roll a 4, but 4 plus 5 is 9. Does that hit?
It does not.
Dang it!
You let this arrow fly across the gap, but it is a long distance, even for you, an experienced ranger. And he sort of ducks to the side and twirls his staff in his hand. Ha, 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 lets out this raspy laugh.
Don't like that. Well, being thoroughly miffed about missing that shot, I think I'm the blue dot there, yeah?
You are Azul, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna just take a couple steps forward and kind of take cover behind that pillar that's directly in front of me. I want to sort of make the sigil signs in the air, and I want to cast Hunter's Mark on this creature. The range is 90 feet, so at this point he should be within range.
Yep.
So I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark.
And these are both... These two gray circles to your left and to your right are giant pillars. So they do count as physical cover.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. So I do want to step out long enough to cast Hunter's Mark and then step back behind the pillar.
20, 25, like here?
There. Basically, just use it as cover from his attacks. And then,
So in the meantime, after that, there's going to be a certain Rob zombie.
Yes.
It was here. And is going to sense this threat and go 5, 10. And just stand directly in front of Lady Thera. As a physical sort of buffer in between her and the only threat he perceives right now.
Heck yeah.
And that's going to end his turn. Next up, Lady Thera Veneral. What you gonna do?
Would you say that the lid of the sarcophagus is about 5 pounds?
No, I would say that it is probably about 50 pounds.
I wanted to use my catapult spell.
I knew where you were going with this. Let me ask you this. Do you think you could take the lid of a stone sarcophagus in one hand and do like 30 curls with it, Steph?
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. I'm pretty swole.
This is a magical world. Who knows?
It does not weigh 5 pounds. It's considerably more than that.
Carl brings up a good point. There are torches on the wall, though. And maybe using that as a catapult might offer some fire damage, too. So can I cast catapult on those? Is it 1 to 5 pounds, the torches?
What's the range on the spell?
60 feet.
Okay, so there is one that is 60 feet up in front of you. So can you see my cursor or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can. So this torch right here is exactly 60 feet in front of you. If you wanted to try and hurdle that one at
Hell yeah,
Linmar.
I do. Hell yeah, I do.
Okay. So you're just going to roll this attack, right?
It's going to fly in a straight line up to 90 feet in a direction you choose before falling to the ground, stopping early if it impacts against a solid surface.
You're going to throw it straight at him. And he needs to pass a DC with what modifier? What is it? Dexterity?
A dexterity saving throw.
Okay. And what's the DC?
I don't know. How do I figure that out? I don't know these things.
What is your spell save DC?
Hold on. You're asking really hard questions.
Usually it's on the second page of your character sheet. It'll say spell save DC.
I'm on the... save DC? Is that what it is?
Yes.
That's it.
12.
12. Okay. Now, he needs to pass a 12. He has... I will tell you, he has a +3 modifier. I'm going to come into your office when I roll this, because I want you to see what the number actually is.
Okay. Here, you can use this if you want.
To pass a 12, he has +3.
He rolls a 1.
What is it?
A 4! It's a 4! Yes! Yes! So then I get to...
Oh, you lucky son bitch.
The object and what it strikes each take 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so hurdle this thing at him. Roll your bludgeoning damage.
So let me ask you, do I roll a d8 3 times, or you just multiply what I roll?
No, you're going to roll 3d8 bludgeoning damage. So you're going to roll a d8
Okay.
3 times. We don't just triple the first amount that you get.
Okay. Sorry. Gin went down the wrong way.
Good.
All right. I have 2d8s, so I'll just have to do this 1.5 times. I got a 6 and a 1 and a 1. Oh,
6,
So
1, 1,
8.
8.
8. Yeah.
Now I want you to roll an extra d4 and add that to it for fire damage on top.
Oh, yeah, baby. My plan succeeds. 4.
Nice.
Dang.
Lucky me.
So 12 points
How-
of damage, huh?
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Get wrecked. Should mess
Nerd.
with Lady Thera and her valiant stallions.
Veneral Stallions. That's something you might want to unpack later for the guys who are really confused about
No.
that comment.
No,
Or you
I
can
do
just
not.
let them wonder about it. That's fine
I
too.
don't want to unpack that at
Hmm.
all. I want them to think it's
I-
exactly what they think it is.
I do
I'm
need
trying
to
push
have-
that out of my mind.
I do need to have a couple of sidebars with the guys about their characters too.
Nah,
Anyways, neither here nor there.
good.
Okay. Great attack, Lady Thera Veneral. Now,
course.
are you going to end your turn there? Are you going to move in any capacity?
I think I'm going to move behind the other pillar that Carl's not hiding behind.
Okay.
Yeah.
There?
So I
Not hide
have some
behind it
protection.
yet.
That's right.
You're right.
All
You're
right.
absolutely right.
Carl, what you got?
Well, unfortunately, I don't have the range to reach him. I mean, I suppose I could it. Now, hold on. Remind me, is dash a thing in actual
Yes.
D&D?
Dash
Yes.
is definitely
Okay.
an action you can take to double your movement speed, but it takes your action.
Okay. So, the other thing on a sidebar is, according to my character sheet, I do have hand axes that I could throw.
If they are equipped on your person, it doesn't take an action you to like pull them out or anything. You can just chuck them if you've got them in your inventory. But once you throw them, you have to retrieve them. So how many do
Well,
you
it
have?
says it says I have 4 in my inventory.
Okay.
I think it just kind of comes with the character.
Sure.
All right. Well, what the heck? I'm going to charge in. I'm going to run forward as far as I can.
Okay, so your range is 60 feet on a thrown hand axe attack. So he is technically within range. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll a d20. And you're proficient, I'm assuming, you're proficient in hand axes, correct? They're
where
simple
would I-
weapons, simple weapon proficiency.
Yes. Martial
Okay.
weapons, simple weapons are my thing.
Perfect.
Sorry for the dog.
That's okay. So what you're
How
going to do,
dare you.
roll a d20, and then you're going to add your proficiency bonus, which is what, +2 right now?
Proficiency in
Just your proficiency bonus in general. It should be towards the top
2.
left of your...
Yes.
2. Boom.
Ooh, I rolled an 18.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're good.
Nice.
22. Let's go.
Okay, now.
So that's just a
uh,
hit, right? It says my damage is a 1d6 plus 2. for
Boom, there you go. D6
Okay.
plus 2.
All right. D6 plus 2. Rolling. I rolled a 4 plus 2. That's 6.
6 points of damage. Okay.
Well,
So-
I'm feeling this drink, and I cannot guarantee my math is going to be great from here on out.
Now,
Get this
you-
woman a calculator.
to be clear, you did not rage. You just ran down.
I did not rage.
You just ran
Ah.
down. You
I do have
grabbed,
Bonus action?
If
right?
you can't
Or am I-
rage, what's this all been about?
That's all a bit about.
You grabbed a hand axe out of your pack from behind you, and you just hurl it down this
Mhm.
bridge. And pretty impressive for this thing being 55 feet away, but this strikes true. And you see it land right into the thigh, the left thigh. So you're right from your
He's got
perspective
thick ones.
of this
Bro.
of this grave caller holding his staff, and he shrieks out in pain. "Ah!" He reaches down with a hand and plucks it out. It looks you in the eye and holds it out over the chasm and just drops it into the abyss.
Rude.
Looking you in the eye, just looking pissed.
Bruh. Uncool, man.
I
Are
gotta
you
get
gonna-
rid of one of these things. How do I do that? And yes, I will end my turn there.
All right. Mordris is looking a little bit panicked. He's literally looking down a bridge with the deific energy of the god he worships that he just got told murdered a village full of 250 people, some of whom worshipped him. And he's looking at his icon, his role model in life, who is now a grave caller who's trying to murder his newfound friends. He's a little shaken. He's looking a little
wouldn't say
rattled.
we're friends. Free?
Two of
Wouldn't
you are
say we're
friends.
friends.
He thinks
Yeah.
two of you are friends. But he still is going to try and muster his courage up. You see him take a few steps forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
I'm gonna give him a little nod.
30.
You got this.
Okay. So as he stands right here next to Mr. Carl, he is going to try to lash out with this holy energy, this like cleric energy of this bright yellow energy kind of bursts out from his hand as he stretches it forward in front of him to try to follow up Carl's attack. He wants to sort of be right next to Carl, do what Carl's doing, be courageous, be a hero. But you see this, you see this sacred fire light sort of emanate from the space next to the grave caller, but doesn't quite hit him, and it sort of detonates on the space right next to him. And he kind of looks ashamed of himself. Like, drat. Can't believe I messed that up in front of my friends I'm trying to impress.
Get him next time, Mordris. No sweat.
And your one acquaintance.
My 2 friends and my 1 acquaintance.
And a dead guy.
Yeah, and Rob. Gosh.
So.
Rob just shakes his zombie head. Like,
Linmar has this uneasy smile on his face.
Nope, don't like that.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He is going to just continue to run down the bridge. Gives his staff a twirl in his hand as another green pulsing light shoots out. And we have Mordris sees it coming, ducks down. He sort of grabs Carl's elbow to his right as he ducks down as the light streams out over his head. The second one is going to come directly towards Carl, who's going to need to roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
All right, one moment, please.
Carl.
You got this, Coral.
I rolled a 10 plus 1 is 11. Probably not good enough.
Okay, so you're going to take 2 points of damage from this necrotic blast that just barely grazes your shoulder. You feel it kind of crack a little bit of your leather armor and strike a little bit of flesh underneath it as you sort of wince in pain.
Ouchie.
And he's like, Linmar's like licking his necrotic lips here as he's looking at you. Kelvor, what you gonna do?
All right, being likewise embarrassed about missing my first shot. So yeah, I'm going to draw another arrow, and as I knock it, into the string and pull it back, extending, my forefinger and middle finger, I'm going to again sort of, cast this spell, so to speak, and it starts to glow with this very pale bluish yellow light. And I'm going to again try to cast Calming Light and shoot this arrow from my magic quiver.
Right, first roll for hit for me.
Do your best, sweetie.
I'm going to try. That is another 4 plus 5 is 9.
No dice, my friend.
Come on.
Is that really your best, sweetie?
So Thera's like looking at you sort of side-eyed, like from behind you. You can feel, you don't even turn around, but you can feel her gaze on your back as you miss this shot, and you see it go clean over him. You're like, I am not. You're like, I am not going to live this down, am I?
The heavy sigh of frustration. I'm going to move back behind the pillar.
Any comment, Thera?
I just sigh.
You hear it. You just hear.
It's a really loud. No, it's a really loud sigh, and it's very long.
Together.
He's shaking his head like, I know. You don't even turn to acknowledge her. You're just like, I know. Nope. I freaking
and then
know.
I say, performance issues happen to a lot of guys.
Shut up.
Don't worry, baby. Happens to a lot of girls.
Embarrassing.
At this point, Rob still sees the threat. 5, 10, 15. He's going to stand right. He's going to run up again to sort of insert himself directly between Thera and the perceived threat, standing right next to her, but
Love you,
obscuring
Rob.
her.
Never change.
At which point it will bring us to Thera Venril. What you gonna do, Thera?
What you gonna do with all that junk?
Oh, that junk. Yeah, it's on that.
Wait a minute. I actually can we back up? We'll pause for just a second.
Yeah.
Is he still on fire?
He is not on fire. He took fire damage.
Okay, no, he took fire damage. So he's not on fire. Okay,
correct.
Sorry. Continue, please.
Do you have a scroll for fireball?
Oh Lord! Actually, do it now before I go in there.
It's could.
Fireball's a big AoE.
That is a big.
Is it gonna
explosion.
hit him? I could use a firebolt.
You could try that. Yeah, you've got 150 feet on your fireball. It looks like.
I've got 120 feet on my firebolt.
Okay, he's well
really
within
far.
those ranges. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Or I could do.
Fireball's a tier 3 spell, has 150 feet of range. It's instantaneous.
I kind of want
um,
to save that one. I could
Sure.
do Sorceress Burst. What a necrotic? What are they weak against? Is
well, if
he-
he's undead, it's going to be radiant, but we don't
If
actually
he's-
have that confirmed
Oh,
yet.
I don't
Yeah.
have radiant.
So, yes.
I guess I'll just burn the mofo.
With a firebolt.
Yeah,
cantrip?
I'm gonna call Firebolt. Do I roll a d20 for that?
To
So a
hit.
firebolt for hit, yes.
And I get a +4.
If he's flammable, he will
Oh,
ignite.
baby. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. I got a 19 +4.
Let's go.
Okay,
Nice.
that's going to hit.
Oh,
Roll for damage for me.
okay. So that's a 1d10.
1d10.
Okay. I gotta find a d10. I might have to count.
Okay.
I'm not good at this. I have to learn this.
It's 1d10
Uh,
sides.
Thank you. That helps a lot. Thank you.
You're welcome. I tried.
Is it this one? This one has.
So
9
the easiest
sides?
way is to just
I
hold
got it.
it.
I got it.
Yeah, okay.
What? No, I want a tip. What's a tip?
My way of cheating dice is I literally just hold it so it's like half is pointing at me and half is pointing away from me, and I count the sides. So if I see 5, I know it's a D10. If I see
correct.
4, I know it's a D8. You know what I mean?
One side is
Wait,
odd,
wait.
one side's
Point,
even.
Hold
point,
it.
point a tip right at you,
Okay.
and I see
see
1,
a
2, 3, 4,
9.
5. That's a D10.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
I got a 5.
You got a 5.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. You start doing this little incantation. Fire wells up in the palm of your hand, and you thrust it forward, and fire lashes out, goes straight past Rob's head, directly in between both Carl and Mordred's heads, threads the needle, and strikes true, straight in the chest. Linmar sort of reels back in pain, and you can see the fire sort of emanate from his chest, and he sort of...
I am destroying this guy.
He looks at his wound for a second, and then he looks up, and his smile gets even wider.
He's pissed.
He does this incantation, and this shield of pure energy sort of radiates around him in a bubble, and he continues to chant this incantation as this bubble's around him now, and he's smiling, and you hear chittering, like something in the in the chasm below you is moving around.
Oh.
No,
And you hear,
no.
like
You can't do that.
and it's getting louder and louder and louder, and he's smiling about it.
I swear, if this is spiders, this is gonna end our marriage.
Shoot him or something.
Lady
Or
Thera,
something.
Lady Thera, you still have movement. Is there anything else that you would like to do with your turn?
Can I run out of the room?
As you
That's
turn
great.
around, considering this,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not actually gonna do it.
But as you even consider it, you just sort of look over your shoulder, and there are souls, these green souls, screaming and wailing
No.
that are, in the ceiling way above you. But also, there's some behind you, and they are going all across this back wall and around the whole, circumference of this room. And you realize there's no way you can walk out of this room without colliding with all of those souls.
gonna stay behind the pillar.
Stay behind the pillar.
guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Carl, what up?
Coral.
Break that shield.
I would like to rage.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Rage, yes. Okay. And then I am going to charge in, and I'm going to try to take a swing. See what
Okay.
happens.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 25 is
Yep.
here. Do you want to go one forward or one to your left?
Actually, yes. I'll be right next to him. That'll leave
Up here.
the
Boom.
lanes open for other things to happen.
Yeah, I like that. Okay.
Don't put your back to the pit.
All right.
I'm just as tall as the half wall. Like, what's he gonna do? He's gonna have to
That's
pick me up. I'm gonna take a swing.
Okay.
So
Shut him up.
roll So remind me. So it's my D20 plus my strength.
Well, whatever.
Right?
So you're attacking with your great axe, I'm assuming. Just look at your great axe
Correct.
attack. It's going to say hit
Oh, right,
plus
right.
whatever.
Right.
Which
Okay, yes,
should
plus
be
4 then.
proficiency and strength modifiers 2 and 2 plus 4. Boom.
I rolled a 15 plus 4. That's a 19. And then for DiMaggio, I get a 1d12 plus 2. I'm assuming that hits, by the way. I rolled a 5 plus 2. That's 7.
Okay. So in your rage, you take a big old hefty swing with your great axe, and it clashes against this shield. And he doesn't even look at you directly. He doesn't turn his head, but his eyes just shift to the side to sort of regard you as he continues to smile as he's chanting. And your axe clashes against the shield and sort of recoils backwards. You don't take any damage to it, but you're like, oh my gosh, you're sort of taken aback by the force, the like reactive force of the shield as he continues to smile.
This
Don't like that.
I don't
a-hole.
like that.
Can we
This
see
a-hole.
the boundaries of the shield? Like, is it a full-on like bubble shield that goes all the way around kind of deal?
It completely encapsulates him.
Okay. Bruh.
All right, Carl, that's all your movement, and that is your action. And your
And a
bonus
bonus
action.
action,
Yeah,
yes.
so you're done.
Yes.
You're done.
Indeed.
So at this point, Mordris, from his perspective, he's going to lean out, and let me do a quick perception check. Okay, he's going to lean out over this half wall, over the chasm, and you see him sort of looking down, and he shouts out, "Ghouls! Ghouls inbound! Prepare yourselves!"
I can't control
I
my
scream
ghouls.
And I could scream back, "Are they hot?"
And at that point, he's going to go 5'10". He's going to move. He's going to move. He's going to run back 2 spaces to stand right next to Rob Zombie.
Well, that's really rude.
At this point, Linmar, he is just going to he's going to stop chanting while he still holds his staff right in front of him with both hands, and the shield encapsulates him, and he's just going to let out this huge belly chuckle, like he's just having the greatest time of his life. Kelvor, what do you do?
I don't know what I can do. Can I turn to Mordris and be like, "What do we do?" without using an action?
If you want to converse with Mordris, ask for advice, whatever, I will consider that an action. That's a full action. But if you want to do that, give me what you say.
From everything I've seen online, crying is a free action. So
That's true.
mm-hmm.
I'm not ready to cry just yet, but that's it's on my list. I mean, I'm trying to like rack my. Could I do any kind of like check to see if I know what the shield is or how to combat it without using an action, or would that count as an action too?
If you want to try and do an Arcana check as an action, you can do that.
Just trying to.
Or if you want to,
Because if he's shielded, I feel like there's nothing I can really do to him currently at range. And if the ghouls aren't here yet, I don't know what I can do about them either. So I would. Can I? Would it also be an action for me to just like peek over the edge like he did and see how close they are?
bonus action.
Okay, I'll do it for a bonus action.
Okay, so you're going to move diagonally 5 feet here to the wall and look over. Yes?
Yep. Yes.
Okay, as you do, give me a quick perception check. I'm going to count this as a bonus action.
Son of a biscuit. That is another 4 plus 4 is 8.
You
loaded your
hear,
dice the wrong way.
I need to get rid of this dice.
You're looking
You need
down.
to put it in that dice jail I gave you.
You're looking down into the abyss below you, and your right hand is sort of resting on the pillar to your right as you're looking down. You can feel vibrations in it. You hear this chittering, but you don't quite see anything through the darkness just yet. That's your bonus action.
Okay. So then I'm going to move back behind the pillar where I was, and I'll use my action to just turn to Mordris and be like, how do we get through his shield?
His shield seems to be made of pure necrotic energy. I think right now our best course of action is to focus on the ghouls. They're climbing the pillars.
Righto. Okay. In that case, still have movement left.
You've moved 10 feet total.
Yeah, I think I'm actually going to stay where I am because it might give me a better chance to strike at something if it jumps over the wall. So I'm just going to stay where I am.
All right. At this point, Rob Zombie is going to he's sort of like trying to take in the information around him, and he seems to be privy to something you're not privy to, Thera. and he immediately drops back to be directly next to you, and he pulls up
I
his
love
axe
him.
in a defensive position. He's got a little like
Oh, he's got an axe?
Yeah, he's got like a one-sided axe, not a two-headed great axe like Carl, but he's got an axe, and with two hands he puts it up in a defensive stance, and he puts his back to you, and he's facing the pillar over next to Calvor in a defensive stance.
I love him so much.
They're coming.
Don't listen about what they say.
At
I know
this
words.
point,
Listen to what they
let's
say.
go
I can
with-
say words. I'm
what
good at words.
color should we do?
They are coming.
We'll do gray.
I've had a little bit
At this
to drink,
point-
fellas.
At this point,
There it is.
you're going to see a ghoul jump up over the wall here. Actually, I'll do white, I think, because that's kind of hard to see. Boom. How's that? Is that better?
Indeed.
I don't like this.
A ghoul's going to jump up to this spot right here.
Bruh.
A ghoul's going to jump up.
Bro, this feels like cheating.
A ghoul's going to
Just putting
jump
that
up.
out
I don't play fair.
He just wants to kill us. That's what he
I'm
wants
going
to
to
do.
kill you before this night is over. I swear to Bob.
No.
Wait, what did I just do? There.
I don't know if I have anything to say about it. But with this dice, I might not.
And
Why don't you start
here.
using a different dice?
That's the only one I have with me. I'm not home right now.
No.
These are ghouls.
When you get back home, you put it right in that dice jail.
Oh, I will.
Tell the people, the good people, what your dice jail is.
It is it was 3D printed Tower of
Yeah,
Baradur.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
it
dope.
is. Heck yeah, it is.
I've got my.
I want you to know I wanted to get a really big one printed, and I asked Chris, and he was like, I can't do that. And I was like, how much do you love me or Kale? And he was like, no, I can't do it. And I was like,
Now you can have your work print one.
So,
There you go.
True.
after all these announcements, of Mordred saying "Beware of the ghouls" or whatever, he's warning you, and Rob Zombie drops into a defensive stance. These ghouls sort of leap over these half walls as they climb the pillars up onto this space, and you hear Linmar just cackling with laughter in the meantime. Ghoul number 1, 5, 10, 15, 20,
What a
25,
douche.
30. He's moving in closer. This one is going to take 5 feet. Step 1 foot or 1 space closer to Mr. Kelvor. And it looks hungry. Like it's looking. You feel like it's looking at you like you are a sandwich.
Well, I'm a
It's
snack,
ready.
let's be
It's
real.
ready to freaking. You are a bit of a snack, and he's
Yeah,
about to
you
find
are.
out.
Own it, Queen.
He's about to find out.
Do I strike
Okay,
a pose?
so he is going
Yeah.
to roll a 7 for hit. Does that hit, Kelvor?
He has to beat my armor class, right?
Correct.
He does not.
Okay, so he jumps up
Yeah.
over the wall, moves a step closer to you, but you were warned in advance about the ghoul's arrival, so you were sort of prepared for it. And as he reaches out to try to take a bite out of you,
Understandable.
you see his teeth, and you sort of recoil in a defensive posture, put your elbows up in front of you in defense, and he misses a little bit wide to your left, and he looks hungry and ravenous. Meanwhile, this zombie here, you can see my cursor, correct?
Yes.
Okay. This zombie here is going to reach out to try and get a bite on Rob Zombie. Also going to roll a 7. So Rob Zombie immediately sees it jump over the wall. It tries to bite at him, and he just shoves out with the haft of his axe and hits the thing square in the chest and makes it sort of like recoil, so it's not able to make any sort of
Slay
contact.
Queen.
5,
Yes.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This one
Y'all doubted him.
is going
If
to
I'd have
start.
gone with the big booty
What are you talking about?
vampire, she would not have done the
This
same.
is going to start moving a little bit closer. Now,
Should've been more
we
snack,
have
though.
Lady Thera. What you going to do?
You're asking really tough questions.
I will have you know
Okay. There's
by
a guy.
you have one enemy in your proximity, in melee proximity to you.
Ooh. So I could do shocking grasp.
You could do shocking grasp if you wanted to like hit him and try and back away, something like that.
Yeah, let's do that. And while I'm doing it, I'm going to say unlimited power, just like the Emperor.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you draw from what intellectual
Does
property
that mean
is.
that you are going to be casting innate sorcery? Is that what you're trying to say?
Okay, so
That's what you did last time you said unlimited power. So I'm trying to just be clear here. Is that what's going on?
I don't know. Sure, I guess. I don't remember
So
what
you're-
that is.
So Innate sorcery is an act by which you spend a sorcery point
Oh yeah.
to
Where are my
activate
sorcery
innate
points?
sorcery. Innate sorcery then gives you advantage for 10 turns, I believe. Is it 10 turns? On all attacks.
Is that the okay? All right. So I get
Read it off for me. What does it
advantage?
say?
Oh,
Should be on the
you're
character
really
sheet because
asking me
you
that.
picked
You
innate
can-
sorcery.
Yeah. So I have heightened spell and quicken spell. Is that what you can tap into the wellspring of magic within yourself, which is represented by sorcery points. You have 2 and regain all expended points when you finish a long rest. So I can use either heightened spell or quicken spell. Heightened is it forces a creature to make a saving throw. You can spend 2 sorcery points to get 1 target disadvantage. Or quicken spell, when you spell, you can spend 2 to change the casting time to a bonus action.
Last time we played, you casted, and I quote, innate sorcery. Innate sorcery is a feature that allows a sorcerer to temporarily enhance their magical abilities. When activated as a bonus action, it lasts for 1 minute and provides 2 key benefits. 1, an increase to spell save DC of their sorcerer spells by 1, and advantage on attack rolls made with those spells. It can be used twice per day and is intended to be a burst of power, similar to a barbarian's rage.
I mean, I can't find that on my sheet, but that sounds good.
I don't know what's going on with your sheet, but this is something that you did last time we played. You were like, I'm going to cast innate sorcery.
I don't remember this at all. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that sounds great. Does it count for cantrips?
It is any spell you do as a sorcerer.
Okay. Let's do it for Sorceress Burst.
Okay,
let's do it.
You are casting innate sorcery as your bonus action. So as you do, you can see that everyone can see this sort of arcane, magical aura sort of emanating from Lady Thera Venril. And she just seems to get a little bit more. People. She's glowing. She's got a nice absolute aura about her. Okay,
absolute.
That's her bonus action. You're going to cast Sorceress Burst. You say on whom?
Hell yeah.
On whom?
The zombie right in front of me.
The one right next to you. Okay, so
yeah.
You have advantage, but since it is a ranged spell, you have disadvantage. Those two things.
I'm sorry,
cancel each other out.
I mean shocking grasp. That's what I meant. I'm casting shocking grasp.
You're gonna cast shocking grasp, which is a melee spell.
Because he's right next to me.
Because he's right next to you. That's fine. Go ahead and then give me your hit value.
So I get to roll it twice.
Roll it twice. Take the highest value.
That's a 15 plus 4, which would be 19, and that's a 7. So 19.
Yeah. So you're gonna hit.
And then 1d8.
1d8.
I got a 2.
You got a 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So you reach out, shock the thing. It sort of rears back in pain. Blah, looks down at you, pissed off. What you gonna do now? You can disengage. You have now successfully hit it with shocking grasp, which means you can move away without it taking a reaction hit against you, an opportunity attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna just can I move closer towards the study? Essentially,
like this way? 5, 10.
Yeah.
15. Where do you want to go? This is 15.
Can I make it so I'm kind of behind the column as well?
20, like here-ish?
No, the behind the column. Is that where the column is?
You want to go right here?
No.
Here.
Just up.
And then, can I go any farther back that way, or is
you may go? Yeah. So you go 5. Okay. That's 10 feet of movement right there. You got another 20 feet if you want, or do you want to stay right there?
Nah, that's good.
Okay. Carl, what you gonna do?
Carl.
Part of me says, I'm mad. I'm new in town. I feel like I should just try to keep beating this because I feel like he's like casting some kind of incantation, which is summoning the ghoulies. So part of me says I should just try to keep smacking him and seeing if something happens, or at least trying to.
I kind of love that.
Okay, let's do that then.
Okay.
All right, we're rolling again for the great axe. I rolled a 4. 4 plus 4.
Okay. So he's not even moving. Like, there's no way you could possibly miss because he's just standing still inside this bubble. And again, your great axe comes down onto it. Go ahead and just roll damage for me if you don't mind.
Okie dokie. Oh, sorry. 12 plus 2. I rolled a 3 plus 2 is 5.
Okay. Again, your axe clashes against it, and this time he actually physically turns towards you and just starts laughing maniacally. Mm-hmm. Head back, chin up, laughing at you. And
this isn't funny, dude.
You can't see any physical change to the shield itself. It looks perfectly intact. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
What are my bonus actions?
Like I don't
really think there's much.
This is like a certain patriotic captain.
Wait a minute.
Because of intellectual properties shield.
I don't want to spill the beans.
Be assertive, because last time I want to remind you that you had the puzzle figured out from the beginning, and you let Kelvor get blasted by energy because you did not speak up. Twice.
You doubted yourself.
Twice.
You doubted yourself. You are beautiful. You are a beautiful queen. Slay queen.
Spread your wings.
So he's in this bubble, but he's standing on a bridge, and I'm wondering if I could just smack the ground underneath him. Smack the ground underneath him. I can't get close to him probably, right? Because he's got this thing around him.
I mean, you're 5 feet away from him at this point. Yeah.
Yeah. So, plus the bubble, I think, would prevent me from even touching him. But what if I was to break the ground? What if I was to do the "you shall not pass" thing and break the bridge underneath him?
And sacrifice yourself?
No, I would never do that.
That's so noble.
Stop it.
So, with a bonus action though, like
aren't you a good character?
No. That's what I was thinking. Like maybe I could use tremor sense to get a feel for the how thick the bridge is, and if that would even be possible. But that's not really what tremor sense is.
Tremor sense is just going to give you an idea of what's moving,
where the stuff is.
Yeah, sort of spatial awareness. You can totally do that with your bonus action if you want.
Well, I mean, what good does that do me?
I don't know. You're about to find out unless you don't use it.
All right, fine. I'll use the tremor sense. What the heck?
Do it.
In your frustration, you put your hand to the ground on the bridge, and you feel the stone, and you're taking in the tremors that you feel. You can sense all 4 of the ghouls. You can sense all of your companions. You can sense Sierra Linmar, but what you also sense is the entity straight above your head, 100 yards over you, looking down at you. You can sense it clinging with some sort of an ethereal presence to the ceiling. But beyond that, you also notice another large entity also clinging to the ceiling. Closer to the end of the bridge where all of your companions are gathered right now. But you sense another large being above your heads.
Like that.
I hope it's voluptuous for our sakes.
Up there, it's watching, breathing, observing.
Is it hot?
So that's your action and bonus action. Now what?
Correct. Part of me says I'm doing nothing here. I'm gonna back up everybody else. I'm going to run down the bridge
5, 10,
else.
15, 20, 25,
as 30
feet right there.
Yep.
At which point, Mordris, he's standing right next to a ghoul. He's going to take his incenser and he's going to swing it like a flail and try to crunch it down on the head of this ghoul that's right next to him and completely whiff. Does not connect. He hits the stone. And he's still, you can sense that Mordris is kind of rattled by this whole experience. This is like an emotional experience for him. It's not just combat. This is fighting your hero in life, right?
And I yell, "Get it together, Matilda!"
I'm trying, Lady Thera. Lady Thorin. Got him.
Intellectual property.
Lady
Mildred.
The wretch got her.
Oh, got her.
We are not friends.
You made that abundantly clear. At this point, Linmar, in his shield, is going to levitate off of the ground. And as he does, he's just going to float 5, 10, 15, 20 feet right to here. As he's maintaining his smile, the bubble follows him as he levitates across the ground closer to your party. At which point it does bring us to Kelvor's turn.
No, I'm not crying yet.
It is a free action, though.
This isn't so good, folks. So I've got this undead ghoulie right in front of me, yeah?
Right next to you.
Bruh. That's just rude, man. I guess, that being the case, I will, with my right hand where I would normally draw an arrow, I'm going to reach behind me instead. I've got a small sheath sort of in the small of my back on my belt line where my dagger is stowed.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to reach for my dagger with my right hand and draw it and swing in a slash, kind of in one motion, try to slash this ghoul.
All right. Give me a roll for hit.
Don't forget who run the world.
Squirrels.
Ghouls.
I hate this dice. I'm throwing it away. That is a 2 + 5 is 7.
Yep. Again, so it's ravenous. It took a swipe at you. You dodged it. You take a swipe in reaction. It leans back and dodges the blade from your sheath, and it smiles, looking hungry, just staring at your flesh like it's ready to take a bite at you. Anything else you're gonna do with your turn?
Hang your head in shame. Is that a bonus action?
Oh, that's a free one. I'm already doing that. Is shove a thing? I know it is obviously like Baldur's Gate, but it is in
Baldur's Gate. It's not. So there's like a physical strength contest you can do against another enemy in D&D.
Sure, that's an action, right?
It's an action. That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. So, I'm gonna just, I think, stare this thing down and try to keep an eye on it and get ready to, dodge its next attack, hopefully. So.
Okay. All right. That brings us to Rob Zombie. I'm going to do a couple of rolls here and see what happens here. So give me a second. Rob Zombie is in his fervor to defend the person that called upon his aid. He's going to step forward. He reaches a hand onto the shoulder of the ghoul directly in front of him, and the other hand is going to go between its legs, and he's going to lift it up over his head, and he is going to hurtle this thing into the abyss. As see the ghoul starts to scream as it gets catapulted into the abyss, and you just see it falling, and eventually you hear this sickening crunch far below you as it is completely eliminated from play.
I love him. I could kiss him.
Rob is a boss.
Mm-hmm.
I roll a nat 20 on his strength check.
That's amazing.
Awesome. and then the ghoul rolled a 4. It was beautiful. I had to disclose that just because I thought it was so funny.
I love it so much.
Okay. That is going to bring us to ghoul number 1 here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Continuing to move closer. Ghoul number 2 in its rage is going to take another chance at trying to bite at your neck region in between your head and your shoulder, Mr. Kelvor. He's going to roll a natural. I'm going to show it to the camera. A natural 1.
Get wrecked, nerd.
It is so ravenous that it's like being clumsy about it. It hasn't had
it's like tripping over its own drool.
It hasn't had a proper meal in centuries. It's been feeding off of the dead that have been cast into the abyss below it. Now that it sees actual, real, physical, living, breathing flesh, it is so ravenous. It strikes out so recklessly that it loses its own balance and falls prone on the ground in front of you, Mr. Kelvor. It is now laying face down on the ground in front of you as you dodge, and its momentum carries itself forward. It falls prone. And the final ghoul, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, is going to continue to move closer. Okay. That is going to bring us to Lady Thera Veneral.
Yes, it is.
You've got 9 more turns of innate sorcery.
Okay, and that one guy's behind me, right?
By
the
what?
Study? The guy by the study.
Over to your right, yes. There's one over to your right. One over to your left fighting Kelvor.
What are these guys weak to? Can you tell me?
Nope.
That's poopy.
Yes, it is.
What if...
Fleshy. Fire probably hurt.
Okay.
Things probably hurt. I don't know.
I think I'm going to send a... chromatic orb.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's got a 90-foot range. I got a +4. Come on, baby. You haven't let me down yet. I rolled a 2. +4 is 6.
It's first for everything.
Did you roll with advantage, by the way?
Oh, yeah. I get to roll again.
Roll again and tell me what you get.
Oh, my gosh. An 8 +4. That's a 12.
You're lucky I'm looking
I
out
might-
for you, girl, because
I
that
might be a little buzzed, but I still know my math.
that
a little
hits.
Yes, queen.
Oh,
Tell me the element,
Okay.
and then roll for damage.
Fire.
Fire.
And I get 3d8, which I learned what
You
those
get
are. Oh, I have-
3d8 for damage on chromatic
Yes.
orb?
I think so. Yeah, I do. First
You get
level.
potentially up to 24 damage on chromatic orb?
Yeah,
Jeez. Okay, go ahead and
That's
roll for
what-
damage for me.
that's what it says.
I believe
right?
you. I
Like-
trust you. I'm going to choose to trust my players.
Yeah, it's 3d8.
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Roll a
Kale's
d8
backing
3
me up
times.
on
Tell
his-
me the
okay.
damage.
All right, here we go. So that's a 3 and a 1 and a 7.
3, 1, 7, 11 points of damage, correct?
Yes.
So this orb of fiery damage rolls across the floor like a bowling ball. And the ghoul sees it coming, tries to move out of the way, can't because of just the girth of this chromatic orb that blasts it straight into the chest, knocks him back momentarily as he reels from it, as he takes some serious damage.
Love it.
Okay.
Well, can I squeeze through?
You can
And
go
potentially-
5, 10, 15, 20, 25 would get you right there.
Okay, then I'll move there. I'm
30
still
would get you
enraged.
on 30 would get you on the other side of it right there. One diagonal space. Do you want to stay there or move here?
Yeah,
Here?
I'm going to try to take this thing out and just
From
have it
here?
not be a problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So we
All
are
right.
rolling.
Do you get advantage on your attack roll if he's prone?
This one
I think I
is
do.
prone. If you are attacking with a melee attack, you get advantage.
Hooray.
Venus.
All right, so I rolled a
Collect.
2.
Why don't
well,
you
you
roll
got
a
it.
second
But
time?
I have advantage. That one was slightly better with a 5 plus 2.
5 plus 2. In your rage and recklessness, as you sprint all the way over here, it just comes clashing out. It sees the blade coming down. It kind of rolls to the side a little bit as your blade clashes against the rock. What else are you going to do?
I believe I've done this.
I can't believe you've done this either.
Only like me.
What are I don't think I have any other ones.
You could taunt it.
I suppose I could intimidate
Instead of free bonus
it.
action. I could give you guidance to intimidate it.
No, I guess I'll just end my turn there.
Okay. At which point, Mordris is going to 5, 10. He's going to move right here. Again, swing that incenser down with advantage on a melee attack. His first one's a nat 20. I'm not
Nice.
even going to I'm going to show it to the camera right now. It's the fire symbol on the Borderlands dice.
Yes.
That's just
That
like
is
your opinion,
A
man.
nat
Go,
20.
Mordris.
So we get to roll for damage twice. The first number is...
My man.
Are you kidding me? I'm rolling max. I rolled max on the first roll.
Nice.
Okay, so it's gonna take some. So this incenser is gonna come down with a sickening, like you even cringe when you hear it, like a crunch. Like you can hear bones breaking inside this
Wondering.
thing.
I don't-
Its eyes
Ugh.
open even wider as it is absolutely reeling from the damage of this incenser making such solid contact straight to the chest, crushing ribs that are pushing into its body now. The eyes get wide. Okay. And that is going to bring us on over to Linmar, who again is going to take... he's just gonna hold. He's just gonna hold where he's at. He likes where he's at. Continuing to smile, continuing to laugh, continue to enchant his enchantment his incantation is going to keep that bubble around him. And that's going to bring us to Kelvor.
Well, I'm a little bit pissed off by this point. And I saw Mordris basically like crush this thing's chest cavity in, so I am going to attempt, hope with advantage, to, with my dagger still in my hand, just make a precise downward sweeping slice. Is its head facing me or is it feet?
From where you're standing, feet. So feet to you.
Oh, well,
Cut its kneecaps off.
Yes.
But 5 feet
can I
away,
reach far enough
5
to,
feet
like-
away, you can basically fall on this thing and try and stab it in the chest, stab it in the eye. Anywhere you want to hit it, you can reach from here.
Okay, I'm just gonna try to bring this dagger down in a big downward slash towards, like, right towards his throat. Or like
Okay.
I'm gonna try to like finish this thing off,
Yeah.
basically.
Roll for an advantage.
Okay. So to hit, that is another 4. Are you?
Next one
And
is
and a 15. And a 15.
That
so
hits.
15
Oh.
plus 5 is
That
a 20.
hits.
It's a dirty 20 to hit. Okay, thank God. I was about to flip this desk. Okay, so that is 1d4 plus 3 piercing
to me.
damage.
Give it to me, baby.
Let's see, d4. That is a 2 plus 3 is 5.
Okay, so you, in your rage, bring this. You like put your whole weight behind this as you basically fall with your own dagger supporting your weight straight onto its just above its chest, where Mordred's just impacted it. Your knife finds solid purchase right in the neck, goes through and through. You feel stone hit the tip of your dagger on the other side. In the moment, you're actually wincing a little bit. You're like, crap, I'm gonna have to pull my whetstone out and sharpen this thing up after this is all said and done, because you hit stone on the other side. But the pale green light in its eyes flickers and dies, and it just kind of collapses motionless on the ground, dead.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
Slay queen.
I'm trying.
Anything else you want to do with your turn? You have all your movement and a bonus action left.
Yeah. I'm still concentrating on my. Well, I guess concentration. I haven't really been focusing on Lindmar, but he still has the Hunter's Mark, which I believe is a concentration spell. It would cost me another use to, prematurely
to move it
to
at
a
this
target.
point. Yeah, that's correct.
If he had died, I could move it for free, but since he's still alive, I wouldn't mind having the extra damage on these other 2 targets potentially. I think I'm going to. I'm going to just basically push Lindmar sort of the edge of my mind for now, and I'm going to refocus my attention on the ghoul that's directly in front of me, the one on the far
over your
left.
Yeah, okay.
And basically like shift this focus over to the other ghoul. So
sounds good. Any movement? Staying put.
I think I will take one step back, so towards Rob. So I can get a little bit more distance between me and the ghoul that's directly to the far left, and also so I can sort of potentially keep an eye on Lindmar to see what he's up to. So,
yeah, sounds good.
So I'll stay there.
All right. And that's going to bring us over to Mr. Rob Zombie. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and diagonally 30. He's going to move right up next to the ghoul that Lady Thera just attacked.
Because he knows who run the world.
And he saw what worked last time. He may not be intelligent, but he knows that throwing people off ledges works. So he's going to give it another shot. But he knows what
love is.
He's going to give it another shot. Let's see. Nope. This time he reaches out, grabs the ghoul. The ghoul reacts in time and brings its arms down to sort of clash against Rob's as they grab the ghoul by the chest. He smacks the arms off of him and just sort of ravenously growls at it. At which point, this ghoul on the far left is going to go 5, 10, 15. Run all the way up to Carl, point blank. Actually, I'm going to bring him. He's ravenous. He wants to be around as many people as possible. 15, 20. He's going to be here, so he's adjacent to literally everybody. He's so ravenous, hungry, wants to eat all the freaking flesh. He's going to lash out at Carl. You've got to be kidding me. I'm rolling extremes tonight. Again, that is a natural 1. I will show it to the camera. I'm not lying.
Critical miss.
Again, I'm gonna follow suit. He's so hungry, so ravenous that in his fervor, his momentum is going to carry him as you dodge in time. Carl, your instincts kicking in just in time. His momentum is going to carry him forward. He falls flat on his face. He's now prone in between all 3 of you. The next one is going to move to here, still in an adjacent space to Rob Zombie, but he can't move away from Rob without taking an opportunity attack. So it's going to then turn around instinctually and take a swipe at Rob. Gonna miss. Rob's gonna see it coming, dodge in time. The attack goes wide. He hits nothing but air, snarls, and then it's gonna bring us to Lady Thera. What you gonna do?
Let's
Blast him.
see. Blast him. I'm going to firebolt him.
Okay, roll with
You
advantage.
sound so confident.
You're gonna do the one that's next to Rob, correct?
Yeah.
10. Okay, roll for attack.
Okay. I have 2d20, and I haven't decided which one's giving me better rolls tonight. Oh,
is
it's
mine.
not that one. That's a 2 plus
You got
4,
advantage,
so
right?
that's a 6. Oh, yeah, I do. Thank you.
Roll again.
Oh, 17 plus 4.
That one's gonna
That'll
hit. Roll for
That'll hit.
damage.
Thank you, Kale. Okay, that's a 1d,
Somebody's got to be hitting.
right? Okay, 5.
Okay. So, you see this thing take a swipe at Rob. You're pissed. That's your zombie. You just reanimated it. You want to keep it around, so you're angry. You
Yeah.
lash out with a fire spell. Fire streaks across the 10-foot gap, strikes a solid purchase in this thing's back as it's not facing you. It's facing Rob. It turns around and snarls in pain, but it looks like it is barely holding itself together. It's like you can see big gaps in its flesh where it's taken a couple of hits now. Very, very hurt. Carl, what you gonna do?
Got him.
I'm going to smack this zombie. That's
Okay.
what I'm going to do. The one that's right next to me.
You've got
obviously.
advantage. It's prone. Roll twice for hit.
That's well, it didn't
Leave
really help
it
me last time.
go.
All right, 12 plus 2. That's a 15 plus 2, 17.
You're gonna hit. Roll for damage,
Roll for DiMaggio. It's a D12.
and don't forget your rage.
What does that benefit me at? Hold on.
Yeah, you get like a rage bonus, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Do I?
I think so, yeah.
Look at your rage. What does it do for your hit and damage?
I have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. It's damage. When you make an attack using strength with either a weapon or unarmed strike and deal damage to the target, you gain bonus damage that increases as you gain levels as a barbarian, as shown in the rage damage column of the barbarian features table. All right, I'm going to go consult the barbarian.
You're level 2, correct?
Correct.
Plus 2 to damage.
Oh, okay. D12 plus 2 plus another 2, you said?
Yep. Add an
damage?
extra 2 on top of your full damage roll.
So it'll be 8 plus 4. That'll be a 12er. Because
Okay.
D12 plus 2, right?
Okay.
I rolled 8 plus 2 plus 2.
Eyes light up, fiery with rage. Axe comes down straight to the chest. Boom! You feel solid purchase. You almost feel like you hit stone on the other side. You feel a little bit of resistance.
Nice.
The thing's eyes light up in pain, and it starts to sort of squirm a little bit. Still alive, extremely hurt.
Ew.
Anything else you want to do with your turn?
No.
That is going to bring us on over to Mordris, who is in turn going to follow suit. He's going to take his incenser again, swing it in an attack, try and come down on top of this thing. It is still prone, and with advantage, he will find solid purchase. You hear a crunch, and again, it hits right in the same place that you hit, and it shrieks out. You just hear this ear-piercing scream of pain. It's still alive, but it is
my
writhing,
goodness.
squirming, very, very hurt. In which case, it's going to bring us over to Linmar, who's going to, again, just belly chuckles. He's just loving this. It's almost like he's been waiting for the opportunity to have combat with his abilities. Loving it, every minute of it. Kelvor, what you going to do?
Love that for him.
Well, dagger's still in hand. I'm going to try to finish this thing off, still in front of me.
All right. Hit with advantage.
Seeing the other two go buck wild on this bad boy. I'm gonna make a swing for him as well.
He has your hunter's mark, correct?
He does.
Okay.
Yes. That's a 7. So 7 plus 5 is 12 to hit.
Actually,
do it?
gonna hit.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so just barely, but I'm gonna bring my dagger down again and just try to aim for this thing's face and or neck and or wherever I can get the most
Yeah.
purchase on shoving this dagger through.
Tell me your damage.
Okay, so it's a D4 plus 3, and then I get an extra D6 for the hunter's mark.
Okay.
So the D4 plus 3, that is a 3 plus 3, which is 6, and then the D6 force damage is it was cocked on the side. That's a 5.
Okay. So, inspired by your teammates, your comrades, the damage they're doing, you're like, I'm getting in on this thing. As they're beating this thing as it's laying on the ground, you come in, solid dagger strike, straight through the... It's taken so much damage to the chest, it's worried about that. Its hands are now covering its chest as it's concerned about that area, leaving its neck exposed. Dagger comes down, straight through the throat. Its eyes flicker and burn out as it is now completely eradicated. Deceased.
Yay.
Anything else you want to do with your movement?
Take a dump on it.
Take a dump.
You can
First
move
I'm
your
gonna
hunter's
do-
mark for free as well, now that you've killed it as well.
Yes, that's the first thing I'm going to do. So seeing the light fade from this thing's eyes, I'm going to pull the dagger out and stand up and spin around and immediately refocus my attention on the zombie over between Thera and
This
Rob.
ghoul here? Okay.
Yep. And I'm just going to, lock in, focus on this guy, and going to mark him
Okay.
now for free. And with my movement, I think I want to move down 2 squares.
Cool.
Because that will give me still line of sight on Linmar, and also give me a better angle of attack on this other ghoul that's still alive. So
Okay, sounds good. Rob Zombie is angry again, misses chance to throw this thing off the bridge, takes a swipe at it, makes solid purchase. In his anger, going to take a swipe at the final ghoul that is already reeling from the damage that it took from the chromatic orb. And Rob Zombie's fist is going to come down straight onto it, the top of its head. And you hear a crunch, like it crunches the skull. All cerebral activity ceases as the thing falls down dead.
Yes.
let's go.
At that very moment, Linmar, you can hear a change in his incantation. Its cadence changes. The words change. You don't understand the words themselves. It's an ancient language, but you just recognize the change. The shield drops. He smiles. His staff lights up even a brighter green color, and he's ready to go. The shield is no longer around him. That is going to take us to Lady Thera Veneral.
Blow up.
Thought I was done. I got that one guy. Dang it. Maybe I like that magic missile doesn't miss, but it's also like kind of weak.
I mean,
how's this guy looking? He's not looking like he's hurt.
No,
much.
he's looking fine, baby. He's good to go. He's
Of course
loving
he is.
this.
what,
Maybe
3
I'll-
projectiles? D4 each, is that right?
What for magic missile?
Yeah. Trying to remember.
Yeah. So 3d4 plus 1.
Oh, yeah. So each one's, a
Yeah.
D4 plus 1.
Let's do it. Why not?
Potentially 15.
Let's do-
damage if we
let's
all
do
strike
it.
and make
What are you doing?
I'm
I'm
gonna
sorry.
do magic missile.
Magic missile. Okay.
Do I still have advantage?
So magic missile, I believe you don't have to roll for hit for, right? It just hits.
Yeah, because I don't miss. I never do.
I never do.
Okay,
Let me just-
so I get.
I'm gonna pull up the information on it.
Yeah.
Just as a precaution.
You do you, boo. You do you.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't want you to miss out on anything. I'm not worried about my combatants. I'm worried about making sure that you do what you want to do. Okay. You create 3 glowing darts of magical force. Each dart strikes a creature of your choice that you can see within range. A dart deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage to its target. So you got 3 darts, so roll 3d4 and then add plus 1 to each one of those rolls.
Okay, I think I can do that. All right.
So d4 plus 1,
Let's-
d4 plus 1, d4 plus 1. What you get?
All right, I got a 1 plus 1 is 2. 4 plus 1 is 5. How many times? 3?
Uh-huh.
And 3. That's all together. 3.
2,
I added
5.
plus 1.
And 3.
So 10
Yes.
total?
So
Is that
10
right?
total. Okay.
Not bad.
Thank you.
Okay. So, and that takes a spell slot, correct?
Yes.
You're managing your spell slots. Okay, I trust you to do that on your own.
Yeah.
Okay, so over the gap, you look over this gap, stretch your hand out in front of you as these 3 red darts just go through the air and strike true straight on Linmar. Bam, bam, bam. You can see him recoil from each and every hit as he takes damage from them. You can see more holes forming in the red or the black robes that he's wearing from each individual dart. He reels back from pain and looks at you directly, Thera, and smiles again. He is enjoying this.
He's into this. I mean, I
He is
respect
a bit
it.
of a masochist. Anything else you want to do with your turn, Lady Thera?
Cry.
Okay, it's a bonus action.
Can I flirt with him? Is that a bonus action?
That'd be a full-on action. But if you want a nip slip, I'll count that as a bonus.
Oh my gosh. I think I'll just move farther away if I can.
Farther away. In which direction?
Towards Rob. Towards Rob.
5, 10. So here's? Is that good?
Sure.
Okay.
And then I'll yell, "Protect me, Squire!"
Says Rob. All right, Carl. What are you going to do?
Coral. I'm going to go
5, 10,
full on
15, 20,
swinging at...
You can go all the way up to him if you want. You can go here or here or here. Which one?
I can't get behind him, right?
Nope. You can go 9 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Which you
want? I'll go 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock it is. Boom.
All right, and we're swinging.
Don't forget your rage modifiers.
Thank you. We're swinging for the fences. I rolled a 4. Plus 4, that's an 8.
Okay. Axe comes down. He sees it coming, dodges a little bit. In fact, he actually puts a hand on your arm as you're following through. He sort of dodges to the side, puts a hand on your arm, and he leans in close enough for you to smell his breath. Ew. And it is friggin' awful. You're kind of recoiling a little bit from the stench of it as he's smiling, and that stench is seeping out between his teeth right in your face. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
No.
Okay. Mordris then.
I cast mouthwash.
10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to come up right next to you. And as he does, he's going to shove. You see him shoving like a pouch of different herbs and spices into his incenser. And he gives it a wave. And this like yellow radiant energy is going to emanate from outside of his incenser all the way in a circle around him. Oops, I rolled that dice off the table. Let me try that again. That doesn't count. Oh, I should probably use my dice tray like an intelligent person. Okay. Radiant damage, double it. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so Linmar is going to sort of like recoil, and he looks kind of shocked as this radiant energy starts to seep into his robe, into his skin, and you can see it crackling and burning away as some of the necrotic flesh starts to dissolve underneath him, and he looks not very happy about the experience. Very displeased about it, in fact. And he
he's not smiling anymore.
Looks down to his arm. It looks back up at Mordris, and his smile changes from a smile to like a really clenched jaw. Like he's suddenly decided, I'm freaking taking this seriously. And you can see in Mordris's eyes, he now looks a little bit concerned about it. Now, Linmar, in response to what has just happened, is going to retaliate. He's going to retaliate. So he's going to use what we call horrific necrosis. And both of his hands light up with this green, pale, sickly green energy. First, he looks at Mordris, who just took a swipe, or attacked him with that energy. And he's going to take 4... Well, I'm not supposed to tell you that because he's an NPC. He's going to take some damage as the green claws on his fingers swipe across Mordris' chest. Mordris howls out in pain and recoils from it. And you can see scratches across Mordris' robes. You see a little bit of blood start to pool on his chest. And then he smiles again, Linmar, as he turns and regards Carl, who's right next to him.
Coral.
12. Does that hit?
Armor class is 13.
Doesn't hit. So you're alerted already to his rage as he's just stricken out against Mordris. So you're prepared for it. You raise the haft of your great axe and you hold it up in such a way that when he goes to swipe, he actually hits the haft of your axe instead of hitting you.
Sucker.
He licks his lips. That's going to bring us to Mr. Kelvor. What you going to do?
I'm getting really sick of this clown. So I'm going to take, I think, one step to my right, just so I have a clear line of sight on this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And what I would like to do is I would like to, I've stowed the dagger at this point while all this was going on, and I'd like to reach up to the quiver and draw out another arrow. And as I draw this back across the string, it's going to start glowing with a bright yellow light, almost painfully bright to look at. So I'm going to attempt to fire my sunburst arrow
Okay.
which I do once per short rest.
Roll with advantage on your hit, by the way, because he is actively engaged with 2 of your party mates. He's not focused on you right now. You've got advantage.
Okay. I would love to. So the first one is 15 plus 5. That's a hit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming that hits, but I'll roll again. The other one's a 2. So I'll take the 15.
Right, take the 15. Give me damage for your radiant burst here.
Okay.
Sunburst.
So is this just the sunburst damage, or is it the arrow damage plus the sunburst damage?
Roll your arrow damage, and then roll the radiant damage from your sunburst on top of it.
Okay. Oh shoot! I wanted to also move when that other ghoul died my hunter's mark again to him. Can I do that, or is it too late for this attack?
Technically too late. I'll allow it though.
Okay. I appreciate that. So yeah, I'd like to refocus my attention on him. Draw this arrow, pull it back, and the attack. Let's see, for the arrow is 1d8 plus 3. I found my d8 here. There it is. So that is a 5 plus 3 is 8 for the arrow.
Mm-hmm.
And then the sunburst. Well, it says add 2d6 of radiant damage in a 15-foot spherical radius. Is that going to hurt Carl and Mordred?
So it's only against combatants, so it's not going to hurt your buddies, if that's what you're asking.
Perfect. Okay. So that's an 8 for the arrow, and then I get to roll 2d6 for the radiant damage on the sunburst.
Yep.
The first one is a 5. Oops, I dropped it. The second one is a 1, so that's 6 radiant damage.
Okay. Now, it seems to be very impactful what you've just done. Like, you feel like the radiant damage is like melting away even more of the flesh off of Linmar.
Mm-hmm.
And his robes are now completely disintegrated. You just basically see a naked zombie with a staff in front of you, the flesh barely clinging to the bones. He shoves the staff down into the ground again in desperation. The shield, he starts to chant again. The shield comes around him, and as it does, you hear this like sickly, like a wet thud, like landing.
He pooped himself.
I would too if I was him.
And I'm trying to hurry up because I know Thera is a little sleepy here, so I'm trying to keep things moving here. But
does
here,
extra 2 force damage from the hunter's mark change anything? 2 force damage.
Add 2 force damage. It doesn't change anything, but I'll take that into consideration.
Perfect.
So shield comes up around him. Okay. At this point, you see a disgusting new creature land on the bridge as it has dropped from the sky. It is
I hate it.
Flesh with tons of mouths. At this point,
don't like that.
You're gonna hear.
In case you were wondering, it is not hot.
Mortis is gonna shout out, "Mouther, are you kidding me?"
Well, that's an appropriate name.
Yeah, I mean, that's apt.
It's just flesh that, like, some entity has pulled flesh. It just completely, just continued to add flesh to itself over years and years and years, mouths and eyes included. And it is just blabbering. All these mouths are going off at the same time as it now drops from the sky. Ravenous! Let me roll for its initiative order. Okay, cool. I apologize to those who might be watching this on YouTube as opposed to listening to it via podcast or audio format. I did at one point today look like, I honestly, like, your peak male, I'm pretty cut, pretty swole, a little salt and pepper in the beard. I look really good. But I just spent the night playing in the sprinkler with my kids. My hair's down. I look terrible. So I apologize. Just imagine that I am.
Can't even see your face cam.
Male.
This is disappointing.
You guys can't. They can't. So just imagine that I'm super hot. I'm kind of like Pedro, but less Central America and a little more Midwest. You know what I mean?
You're the Midwest Pedro Pascal.
Like, imagine if Pedro Pascal and Bob Belcher had a baby. That's me. But that baby grew up. And, that's where I'm at in life, essentially, is what I'm getting at.
Really? Bob Belcher, huh?
We're getting a little off topic by no fault of my own. But where we left off...
Yep. That was 100% your fault.
Yep.
Where we left off, Seer Linmar was looking a little rough around the edges. The party had laid into him. He put up a shield to defend himself, and then 4 ghouls climbed up these pillars in this giant spherical room that they're inside of. They had to beat down these ghouls. The ghouls have died again. and the shield drop. Linmar engaged them again, and a couple of the party members really laid into him pretty heavily, leaving him pretty battered and bruised. His black robes basically got stripped off. He's just like a naked zombie with a staff at this point, looking really rough. Shield came up again, and he gets this like twinkle in his eye, like, you thought, right? He's feeling a little cocky now, like, you friggin' thought you had me on the ropes. And he does this incantation, and this like gelatinous glob of flesh falls out of the sky. Which someone who was it that sensed this earlier? Was it Kelvor? No, it was Tremor Sense with
Tremor
Carl.
Sense, yeah.
Carl Tremor Sense kind of sensed another entity up there, and it dislodged itself from the ceiling, falls, and you can't even tell which end of this is the front, which is the back. It's like some amoeba like blob of human flesh that has just been collecting for centuries, organs, eyes, mouths, and when it lands with this sickening splat, it just starts blabbering. All these mouths on it are like chanting out, talking all at the same time, and it's really unsettling, quite frankly. But this is where we find ourselves currently, and that brings us to Rob Zombie, Thera's little friend, is going to see this happen. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to start moving towards this thing because he senses that this is a serious threat, and he doesn't want it to attack his summoner. As he steps up directly next to it, let me grab my dice real quick. Okay, dice acquired. He's going to reach out, take a little swipe at it. You got the first roll of the night as a nat 20. Are you serious?
Nice. Let's go.
He's getting a crit. He is so determined to defend his summoner, Lady Thera, which is good because he doesn't do big damage. So, God, I can't. I'm not even lying. He doesn't do big damage, but I rolled max rolls on both those dice rolls for his crit.
Nice.
So nat 20. And then a 4 to 4. I can't make this up. That's crazy.
Love you, Rob.
So he carries
his,
as he sprint. You've never seen a zombie move this quick. He's running across the floor, and he carries his momentum into this heavy-handed swing as his fist just comes slamming down, just into this gelatinous goo of a monster. It almost sounds like slapping a puddle, right? But it seems to like be a little bit shaken by it. It's like, that kind of didn't feel great. All right, and that is where Rob Zombie is going to end his turn, which is going to take us to Lady Thera. What you gonna do? You are the gradient, by the way, over here. If you've lost your place,
I'm the pretty one. Okay, and the white guy is the blob.
Blob,
correct.
Blob man.
This is the thing that Mortar shouted out when it fell. He's like, "Is that a mouther?"
Is the thing that I'm standing next to, is that a full wall or is that just
half
like
wall.
a
half wall?
It's a half wall. Okay, so I could reach him without moving.
Correct. Yeah, you have line of sight on him from where you're standing right now.
All right, this feels like the perfect time to use that fireball scroll.
No, it's huge.
But
You're gonna hit Rob.
Okay, that was a test, and you all passed.
I mean, you do Thera. Like, far be it from me to get in between you and your role play.
What do you guys think? I
will remind you, you have 6 turns of innate sorcery left.
Oh, that's right. Which gives me advantage, right?
On spells, yes.
On spells. Okay, so I'm thinking, what do you think he's weak to? You won't tell us, will you?
I cannot say.
I mean, it's a blob of flesh, yeah, so I would think fire. I don't know if it's
Fire,
vulnerable
probably.
to fire, but fire would probably be a safe bet. I don't know.
Well, okay.
Could firebolt him and see what happens.
I could firebolt him. That would give me a D10. Or if I roll an 8 on the Sorcerer's Burst, I can roll another
Sorcerer's
8.
Burst is a good one too, yeah.
But it's kind of a risk. Let's do a firebolt. Let's do a firebolt on that big old nasty thing.
Go for it.
Firebolt.
All right, and I have advantage. I'll just roll both at the same time. I got a 14 plus 4, which is 18.
That'll hit.
Sweet. All right, and then let me find my D10. 7.
Okay.
Nice.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. You feeling rather inspired by Rob Zombie's, fervor as he runs up to this thing. You dual incantation. Fire streaks from your hand, blasts right into this blobby flesh. And as it lands, the thing recoils a bit, and then it's like starts to retch a little bit out of different mouths. And then suddenly just blah, and you're going to see these, like what you would describe as a giant maggot come flying out of these different mouths. But the thing is, these maggots have the faces of, if I refresh this, can you still see it, by the way?
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. These maggots have the faces of humans on them.
Ew!
Oh, no.
I hate it.
Oh, no.
Why?
And Mordrus is going to shout out, "Soul maggots, are you kidding me?"
I'm glad that he's just screaming the names of these horrendous things as they appear.
His knowledge has never come in handy before now, and now he's got a chance at just, and like four of them are just going to come flying out blah, blah, of different mouths and just go flying across the room and land in these 4 locations.
I hate this.
Gross.
Oh, get it away. Listen, if you guys make me regret not using that fireball, so helpful.
See, now would be a better time to use it when they're grouped up, because then you could hit more of them.
I'm gonna hit you too,
right here.
If we can group them up, but now there's more closer together.
Right. Anything else you gonna do, Lady Thera?
Group picture. Tom, we're gonna take a group picture. Group up, and I'll try and.
Yeah. Right.
All right, Lady Thera, you've got movement left, and now this maggot has landed 10 feet away from you. You can.
Is it going to hit me if I move back?
You're not close enough for a disengage attack or opportunity attack.
Can I move closer to that statue towards the study, as far away as I can?
10, 15, 20 would put you there. 20 feet would put you right there.
Yeah,
Good?
that's fine.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right, Carl. What up, dude?
So am I vulnerable to opportunity attack if I try to push towards Mr. Mouth?
Nope, not from where you are. You're the red dot.
Right. Well, I didn't know if
you've got 10 feet away from the maggot there.
What about the dude next to me? I know he's in his bubble. Does that work 2 ways?
Oh, okay. So he is sort of disengaged right now in his bubble. Okay. So you're clear.
Okay, so I'm gonna rush forward and I'm gonna take a swing. I'm gonna rush forward, like right next to just to the left of the white dot.
So what's going to happen here, because of, and you find this out as you're running up, but like it's got this fleshy ooze just sort of covering the floor in a 10 meter radius or 10 feet radius around it. So it's like difficult terrain once you get close. So it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet of movement to get right there. So it's going to take twice.
I have 30 feet.
Right. So you have 5 feet of movement left, but since you're in difficult terrain, you can no longer move essentially because you can't.
Right. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Cool.
That's just right where I want to be.
All right.
And I'm going to take a swing at the mouth man.
Okay, go for it.
So this is my hit. So I rolled an 8. Is that going to hit?
So an 8 is not going to hit.
Boo.
So all these, in this mass of tentacles and organs and stuff, you take this swing and it sort of pulls back in some blobby sort of way, like a wave, and you strike nothing but air. What next?
Boo. I think that'll have to be my... Because that was bonus actions. I'm trying to remember. The only thing I can do is raise your charm percent. So I think I'm actually done.
I think you're cooked in that department. Mordrus then is going to go away from the mouther and run up to this maggot. And he's going to take a swing with his incenser, which is not going to hit. He's kind of disgusted by the thing in the moment. He's like, ugh, and he kind of swings a little timid, goes a little wide. And then the mouther itself is in direct line of sight with a couple of you guys. It is going to rear. It sort of like pulls into itself for a second, almost like you just saw it do with the maggots. And then it's going to inflate really quickly. And this like green gooish spittle is going to come flying out of different mouths in a ton of different directions, basically all around it in a 30-foot radius. I need, let's see, Carl and Kelvor, I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw, and I will do the same for a couple of other characters.
So it's just D20 plus the dex modifier, right?
Correct. So roll a d20, add your dexterity modifier to it, and tell me what you get.
I
16
rolled-
plus 3 is 19.
I rolled a 1.
Uh-oh.
Although I did get a +1, does that matter or does it not?
It does absolutely not matter.
Okay, I didn't think so. I didn't think it mattered. Yeah.
Carl, you are not going to be able to dodge in time as this spittle comes raining down on you, and you feel it seeping into the cracks of your armor, and it burns. You're going to take 6 points of damage.
Ooh, maybe.
From the burning sensation.
Baby,
You're going to feel like
baby.
you're ready to crawl out of your own armor. It's burning so bad. Additionally, Rob Zombie is able to sort of dodge and get out of the way of it, but Mordris is also going to have some of it rain down on his back as he's focused on this maggot at this moment in time. And it rains down on his back and he yelps out in pain. Let me take note of it. And that is going to bring us to Kelvor. You are up, sir.
Why do these things always land right next to me? I am a ranged character. So help me. Yeah, I assume I'm gonna have like a disadvantage penalty on any ranged attack.
Any range, yep, correct.
Yeah. So considering that, I think I'm just gonna.
Well, I will say this. Since you have two allies directly engaged with both one maggot and with the mouther there, right above you at your 12 o'clock, you would have advantage on those two targets with a ranged attack, but your disadvantage would then cancel that out, so it would just be a normal attack if you tried to attack the mouther or that maggot.
Okay. I guess that's fair. Kind of want to attack the mouther, but I also don't want this thing to, like, bite me or something that's right next to me. I think for this attack, having seen this fleshy maggot thing crawling over here, landing over here, I'm just going to draw, again, my dagger, like I did previously, and just take a slash at this thing.
Go for it. Roll for hit for me.
Okay. Let's see. That is a 19 plus
Gonna hit.
5 to hit.
Gonna hit. This thing's got no armor on, and it's a maggot, so it's not super nimble.
Perfect. So that's 1d4 plus 3 damage.
Yep. Roll for it.
That's a 2 plus 3 is 5.
Oh, nice. Okay. So, you see this thing land right next to you. Instinctually, just reach for that dagger and come right down on it. You feel it go like through and through, hit the stone on the other side of it. It screams out in pain, writhes a little bit, but it's still moving a little bit. Anything else you want to do?
Kick it in the teeth. I don't think that's an official bonus action. So I think my only bonus action at this point is Hunter's Mark, which I'm still technically focusing on
Linmar?
our dead friend here, Linmar. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep it because I don't want to use a spell slot to move it. So I think I'm just gonna, and I can't move without that thing getting an opportunity, right? So
correct.
I'll stay where I am and try to anticipate its next move.
Okay. All right. So Rob Zombie is going to see that a maggot has landed closer to Lady Thera than he is. So he's going to try and disengage because he prioritizes defense over all other things. So I got to roll for a couple opportunity attacks.
Him.
One of them is going to hit.
Bruh.
Okay. So the mouther, as he turns around, it slaps him in the back with a tentacle. You can see him sort of recoil from the pain, but it doesn't slow him down as he makes his way all the way over here. There. He puts himself physically in between the maggot and Lady Thera Veneral. That's all his movement because of the difficult terrain.
Protect me, Squire.
He's going to take a swipe at this maggot. He is going to hit.
Nice.
And he rolls very well. So, again, he just very motivated by defense, runs over there, takes a big slam with his fist, come down on this maggot. It kind of rears back in pain. And that is then going to take us to the maggots themselves. This one, the first one at the top here, going to take like rear back on its hind legs and sort of try to launch itself at Mordris, and is going to miss. Go right past him. He sort of kicks it off of him. It lands right back where it started. The next one down here is going to take a similar leap at Carl. I'm assuming a 19 is going to hit Carl.
There is.
This is funny. So they're not very powerful. So I'm not supposed to disclose this, but I will because I just think it's humorous. But you roll a d4 and subtract 1 from it to find out how much damage they do. I rolled a 1.
Oh, so it heals me. Thank you, soul.
Just sort of like
slug.
gums, it just sort of gums you.
jumps.
Yeah, it jumps onto your chest, and you're just.
Gross.
It makes contact with you as it jumps onto your chest, but before its teeth can sink into you, you sort of 2 hands, grab it by the human face. It's like you're face to face with a headed maggot, which is kind of gross.
Make him French kiss. You French kissed it. Disgusting creature.
I tell you what, just because contextual, I think this would be fun. Give me an athletics check.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Make him kiss.
Are you gonna make me kiss this thing?
No,
Please do.
I don't think kissing is an
Please.
athletic maneuver. I think it would fall
it
under a
should
different
be.
category. But
It should
not the
be.
way
Maybe
I do
there's some
it.
I rolled
Wait
14
a second.
Total?
total.
All right. I'll give it to you. This thing rolled so poorly on damage. I think this would just contextually be pretty fun. But it jumps at you, lands on your chest. Before it can sink its teeth into you, you grab it with both hands on the sides of its head. You're just so repulsed by this thing in the moment. You just like hold your arms straight out over the wall and just drop it.
Yes. Let's go, Carl.
You hear a little bit of a splat way down below. We're going to take that one off the board. Contextually, I like that against a barbarian. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
the one down by Kelvor is going to roll a 12 for damage, or for hit. What's your armor class?
15.
15. Swing and a miss. Deftly, you are able to sort of dodge away from its... you already stabbed it, so it's not moving quite as quickly as maybe it should. The next one's going to take a leaping strike. Man, rolling bad for these guys. No dice. Rob Zombie able to dodge it as well. He is Gucci.
Yes.
Nice.
He is Gucci. Which will then take us on over to the Lady Thera Venril.
Okay. Those two. I have one spell left. One spell slot. I
Cantrips, right?
could use magic missile because I'm allowed to shoot at more than one, right?
You could split it up, yeah.
Couldn't you?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well,
Hey,
I don't know
5,
if you can
10,
see all
15. You
three.
can't see the one that's over by Mordrus. You would not be able to reach. The other two, let's see, 5, 10, 50. What's the range on it?
120.
Oh, you can get all 3. Sorry. Yeah, you can get them all.
If
you wanted to go 1 missile per... Because 3 projectiles at your level?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that. I'm going to use my spell slot to cast magic missile.
Okay, they all hit. Because that's the way magic missile works. So just roll a damage dice for all 3. We'll go maggot 1, 2, and 3. 1 being by Mordrus. Give me your damage.
I rolled a 4 plus 1
Nice.
for damage, so that's 5.
Really solid, actually. Okay.
Thank you.
So
Thank
missile
you.
streaks across the gap there and lands straight on it. Give me number 2.
3 plus 1 is 4.
Okay, your second one lands true as this thing just attacked Kelvor. There's like no downtime. Kelvor adeptly dodges it as a magic missile goes right over his shoulder and blasts the thing in the face, and it just gets like decimated, gone.
Yes.
Cooked them.
Last
Let's
one,
go.
the one by Rob Zombie.
2 plus 1, 3.
Okay, this is kind of cool because you don't have direct, like, there's a little bit of an obstruction there with Rob Zombie standing directly in between the two of you as this magic missile goes straight and then curls up over his shoulder and then drops right down straight into the center of this thing.
Picturing the whistling arrow from Marvel.
Oh,
with,
no,
what's his face?
You're talking about whistling
Mary
birds.
Poppins, y'all. Yeah. No, I was thinking of the arrow where he's
that
whistling.
one. Okay, I thought you were saying
Yeah.
the whistling birds from
No,
The Mandalorian.
Mandalorian.
You're
No,
talking
no.
about what's his name?
Gosh, why does it always
Kraglin?
No, that's his buddy.
That's his buddy.
Yondu.
Yondu!
Oh, why do I always
Yeah,
forget
it's
his
like
name?
Yondu.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
Anyways, strikes true. It's still alive, but it seems to be really shaken up by that attack. What you gonna do? You got some movement left. Anything interesting?
Anything interesting? Could I do some dance moves? I don't know. Is that interesting?
You can do as a bonus action if you want to strike a pose. I'll let you do it.
No, that's stupid. I'm going to just
That's dumb. I refuse.
I'm just gonna pose myself in a sexy pose. I don't know what. I'm just gonna scream, "I'm Mary Poppins, y'all!" And
Okay, I like it. And nobody has
I don't
any
know.
clue who Mary Poppins is, but I like it.
this is
Who?
I don't know. Apparently, my
Carl.
creativity is off
Oh.
tonight.
Now, Carl, as you are now right up next to this mouther, and all of the mouths on its body are all like yelling and gibbering at the same time. It's sort of like overwhelming your senses a little bit. So I want you to do a wisdom saving throw for me.
I had to think of
Carl.
that. Oh, I rolled a dirty 20.
You
19 plus
Nice.
1.
kind of wanted to see you fail, but I'm happy for you nonetheless. You shake off the effects of it, kind of like powering through. What do you do?
Oh, I'm swinging.
All right, go for it.
I'm swinging, baby.
Roll for hit.
I rolled a 22.
Yeah.
Like, did you roll a nat 20 or did you roll like a?
There's a 18 plus 4.
Okay.
He
Definitely
actually
gonna
has
hit. I just want to
He
know if you
actually has a
critted.
D22. Surprise.
That's right.
22
Yeah.
sided dice.
That's how he's so good at this.
All right, give me damage.
And then I rolled D12 plus 2. Is it also plus 2 with rage, right?
Add your
For
rage.
damage, or is that hit?
Add your rage modifier to the damage itself.
Then it would be 12
Total.
total.
Dang, I like that.
Nice.
Okay. Take a big old gargantuan swing. Axe just goes straight down into one of the mouths
That's what I was
on
hoping for.
this
Yes,
thing.
thank you.
Yeah, and you can just see it splitting down the middle as that particular mouth itself just goes limp and dead, but the creature itself still moving. But it definitely did not care for that as all the other mouths shriek out in pain. Anything else you want to do?
No, I'm happy where I am.
Cool. That's going to take us on over to Mordris, who is again going to try and hit this maggot with his... Oh, I rolled off the table. Let me pick that up off the floor. Floor rolls do not count, by the way. That one's going to hit.
Unless it's a 20, in which case it does.
Okay. He's going to bring this incenser just... Since this thing was already weakened by a nice little hit from a magic missile, the incenser comes down on its head and it just splatters into this greenish, gooish puddle underneath his incenser. And Mordris is not a fan of the fact that his incenser is so goopy after killing. He's squashed like a little hand with it. He's squashed a maggot
Smacked
with
a couple
it.
things with that thing.
Yeah, this is his nice incenser he uses for performing rites. Not a fan of it. He kind of recoils a little bit from the thing. But he's going to move then down right here. But he also sees the difficult terrain around the mouther itself. So he keeps a little bit of a safe distance. That leaves only one maggot on the table alongside the mouther itself. And we're going to head on over to Kelvor. No, I'm sorry, I lied. The mouther needs to take a turn. Duh. The mouther's first.
Does it though?
Sorry.
Oh, does it though?
So it is right next to Carl. So he's going to try to take one of the mouths itself in retaliation to your gargantuan swing is just going to like stretch out from its body to try and take a bite out of you. It's going to roll an 8. I'm assuming that's not going to hit.
No, 13 to hit.
Okay. Again, deftly, you see this coming. You actually use the haft of your great axe itself to sort of deflect the mouth as it's coming to you, just to shove it to the side as this thing misses wide of you. And now we're going to move on over to Kelvor.
Alrighty. I'm just gonna, in one deft motion, resheath the dagger and just pull out an arrow. And knock it and try to send it flying, like hopefully into one of these things' mouths. I don't know. It's just aiming for center mass here.
Shoot, yeah, go for it.
Alrighty. It's shot. It's a 17 plus 5.
Gonna hit.
Ooh, maybe.
Excellent. So this is 1d8 plus 3 piercing damage. Let's see. Where's my d8? There it is. That is a 5 plus 3. That is 8 damage.
8 damage. I like it. What kind of damage, by the way?
Piercing. This is
okay.
an arrow.
Just an arrow. Okay, thank you. Cool. You aim for one of the other mouths on the body. You saw Carl cut into one, and you rather superbly land an arrow right into another mouth, which also sort of goes limp. The creature itself still moving, but all the mouths shout out in pain in response to this. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
What's the radius on that difficult terrain? Am I in it?
Nope, you're not in it. It looks like it's 10 feet in front of you is where like the pooling is beginning around this thing.
Sure. Okay. I think I'm just gonna stay where I am. I think
Okay.
I'm good.
Rob Zombie is going to try and take a swing at this maggot in front of him. This time he will connect. And he will deal exactly enough. It comes right down, just squashes the thing, another like pool of goo, greenish goo. That maggot's going to be gone. At this time, he's going to see only one more major threat currently. So he's going to use movement 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 because of the difficult terrain, which is exactly enough to get him right next to the mouth there. Yeah, right there. Cool. Cool. That's going to take us on. All the maggots are off the table. Congratulations.
Bye-bye.
You guys did it.
Losers, idiots.
And
Morons.
Which is good because the maggots were up next, which means that now we move on to Lady Thera Veneral.
Okay. So I've got eyesight on that guy, but I'm out of spells. I wish I had something to... Does he weigh approximately 1 to 5 pounds?
The mouther? There's gonna be a hard.
We've been over this. If it's alive, you can't throw it.
But there is a dead. There is a dead maggot. There's a dead maggot right where my cursor is on the map. There's a dead maggot right here.
Yes, I'm throwing the maggot. Wait.
Okay.
Frickin' A.
You currently have advantage.
I can't use it. I can't use it.
How many sorcery points do you have? Can you consume a sorcery point to get a spell back?
I don't remember how
many sorcery points did it cost to cast innate sorcery?
Hold on. I don't. 1. No, I think it's 2. I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, innate sorcery. It says uses, and it has a button. You can take a bonus. Okay, so I can do one more. I could use another one. What does this least knowledgeable person play the most complicated character? But
I think I
digress.
You can use 1 sorcery point right now to give yourself a level 1 spell.
Yes, I want to hit him with
level
this thing.
1
Okay.
spell.
Let's do it.
Nice.
Oh, please hit. I swear. I've still got
Roll with advantage. You still have advantage currently.
Okay.
Time's running out on that, but you got it for this turn.
All right, so I'm going to catapult that dead maggot right at this guy.
And I'm...
I get back where it came from.
Now, remind me, do you roll for hit or do I have to just roll a saving throw? I think I just roll a saving throw, don't I?
It says 3d8.
Right, but the target rolls
right.
a dexterity saving throw or something like that?
Hold on. Yeah, dexterity saving throw. Does that mean... Oh, and I rolled so good. Does that
hang
mean
on. Let me roll.
You have
so
to roll
I have to roll.
Disadvantage?
I do not. But what's the DC for that? What's your spell save DC?
12.
Well, you are lucky. Because this thing is not very dexterous. It actually has a small penalty to its dexterity.
Yes.
He is not going to be able to avoid this attack.
Can I say something cool when I throw it?
Yeah, lay it on me. What do you say as you chuck a maggot at this thing?
Hey, a-hole, you drop this. And then hit him.
Got him.
God, roasted his Minnie
Okay,
Mouse.
so it says
That's not me.
3d8 for that.
Of bludgeoning damage, I'm assuming?
Yes, 3d8 of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
I rolled an 8, a 2, and a 5, brings me up to 15.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's a lot of damage.
Nice.
This maggot just blasts this thing straight into, like... It's like a clump, like a little cluster of eyes that are on like to the side of one of the mouths. Blasts it right in these eyes, and it just shrieks out in pain as sort of recoiling. And this thing it's like now frantically flailing. Like it looks like it's trying desperately to avoid death.
Good.
Anything else you want to do with your turn? Movement? Anything?
You remember that thing we used to do in the early 2000s where you'd cross your hands over your like midsection? To like be like suck it.
Oh, I do remember that gesture. Yes.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I do with my bonus action.
Okay, I'll count that as 5 of your movement speed. Anything else you want to do?
5 of my movement speed. Oh,
you're really going at it.
Yeah, you're putting your heart into that gesture.
Can I duck under the? Can I duck under the?
Actually, I think hide is it.
Nope, hide is an action. You can use it as a bonus action if you're like a
rogue.
A rogue. But no, it would be a full-blown action for you to try and hide. And since you already used your action, you can't do that. You could use a bonus action to go prone, as in lay down.
You could just hide behind that statue, too, if you really
You could
wanted
move
to.
backwards behind that statue.
to hide behind the statue.
5, 10.
Yeah. You were acting so tough a second ago. What the heck?
Suck it! Now I run away. It's like, you remember when our first playthrough of Baldur's Gate when Chris was playing the monk and he'd like do a big attack, he'd land a ton of damage, and then he would always say, what was it?
I don't remember.
And
we're running.
That's
And we're
right.
running.
And we're
Bolts it
running.
out of there.
Big monk damage, and then tiny monk PP afterwards.
The pitter patter of little monkeys running away.
Carl,
That's right.
I need you, as you are next to this thing that is frantically just screaming out in pain, all these mouths at once. Again, pretty overwhelming sensation. Go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
I rolled an 11 total.
Dude. Barely. I'm kind of disappointed, but I'm also happy for you. You shake it off. What do you do?
Part of me says I should really just try to get rid of this thing. I could do an unarmed strike with a shove and just try to knock it off the thing.
What is your strength total?
So my shove says the target must succeed on a strength/dexterity saving throw. It chooses which. So DC 8 plus proficiency bonus plus strength. Or I push it or cause it to go prone, whichever I choose after that. So I don't know if it really makes... I'll just attack. I'm just going to swing. I'm just going to swing on it again.
Okay, go for it.
Aye!
Over the wall.
11 plus 4, 15.
Gonna hit. Roll for damage.
Right, roll for DiMaggio. It's a 3 plus 2 plus 2, 7.
Okay. Axe comes down and just cleaves it clean in half.
Guys!
Clean in half. Right down the middle. And as it does, it sort of like flops to two sides. There's goo that spills out from the inside of its gelatinous body. And inside of it were like a couple of partially decomposed corpses as well that just sort of spill out onto the floor. And it's disgusting. One of those corpses is hanging on to, cleaving to. In the moment, you can't do anything about it, but you just see it. You kind of take note of it. A pretty neat looking ornate battle axe. Big great axe.
Dibs.
No, what?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just playing Thera's role. She would 100% claim it, dibs on it, and then never use it. So I'm calling dibs.
You
You can have my pitchfork that I got from those guys we
as
killed.
soon as it breathes its last breath, the shield around Linmar then dissipates, and he kind of looks up perturbed. You sense a little bit of panic in his eyes at this point. What was confidence and amusement has now turned to panic.
I was so focused on that thing, I kind of forgot he was there, to be honest.
Let's wrap this up, team.
Mordris is going to see this shield drop, and he looks to his left as he's standing he's shoulder to shoulder with Linmar. He goes, "Ah, shit!" and shakes his incenser real quick. You go together, man! It's a nat 20!
Yes,
Let's
Mordris!
go.
He just goes,
Let's go!
He goes, shit! And just swings the incenser up and catches him square in the chin right as that shield dissipates. Let me roll for damage here.
I love Mordris. He's got to come with us after this.
Yeah, right?
Not bad rolls.
He said he was quitting anyway.
Not bad rolls. As he does, the incenser strikes right up in the chin. You can hear the teeth shatter.
Ew.
And
Get wrecked,
the
Linmar.
yellow light of Linmar's eyes just sort of flickers and dies, and the body just falls backwards, completely limp onto the ground, deceased.
Nice.
In that moment, there is this piercing, shrieking scream. And everybody give me a wisdom saving throw in that moment.
Oh boy.
Wisdom. So then
Wisdom
is... Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. Plus
Yes.
1.
There you go.
Okay.
Roll d20, add your modifier if you have one.
Wisdom.
Oh,
If
it's
you're-
a 5. So
I also
6.
got 5. Oh, no, I got 5 total.
Just 5 total. I got a 6 total.
Kelvor?
13 plus 2, 15.
Okay.
You suck.
So Mordris, Thera, and Carl all going to drop to their knees with their hands over their ears, eyes closed, just trying to endure the sound. Kelvor, you're going to, like, by sheer force of will, force yourself to acknowledge whatever this is. You look up, and you see on the ceiling 100 yards over your head, that black entity that was clinging to the ceiling. You see, in the blackness, you see teeth. You can see that this thing is physically screaming at you, eyes locked onto your party. And you sense the anger, the rage, the frustration in this moment, almost like it was just denied a meal. And the others don't see this because they're trying to, like, endure it, but you see as this thing then stops its scream, turns around, and crawls into some crack in the ceiling and disappears. And the red swirling mist that was, you're assuming, the witch Ileana, follows it into this crack and disappears, is gone.
Gross.
Well, I'm glad that's never coming back.
Ha!
Mordris is going to stand
Sure,
up.
my friend.
Holy shit! That was insane! Ludicrous! Oh, we almost died! He starts to, like, pat his own body as if looking for wounds that he may have not noticed. We're lucky to be breathing right now. Ghouls, soul maggots, gibbering mouther, a grave caller. We should be dead.
Can I walk over to him and just put a hand on his shoulder and just be like, "You did great, Mordris. Thank you."
Team effort. Team effort.
Yeah, not bad, Morris, for your first fight.
You're getting closer one of these days.
Can I just do a cursory glance at everybody to make sure?
Yeah.
Good. Is anybody injured? Is anybody?
Stat check.
Yes,
How's
I am
everybody-
very injured.
I didn't think I took a hit.
You've got your... So Rob Zombie is actually just going to run
Wow.
on over, just like trot back up to Thera and just stand next to her, like on alert, ready for any other threats that may emerge.
I love him.
He
He
looks...
opens his mouth and goes,
I love it.
He's healthy, but he does look like he's taken a bit of a beating in his attempts to defend you, Lady Thera.
I don't
He'll be
think there's
fine.
anything I can do for him. But how are you? How are you looking, Carl? You pretty beat up?
I'm a little beat up. Seen better
How beat
days.
up?
I'm like, I mean, my hit points are 13 out of 25, so I took some heat there.
Okay. Well, I do have cure wounds. I have 2 spell slots, so I could cast that.
You could, or you will.
I can. I'm offering to. I don't know.
Do it.
Here, allow
I'll-
me. I also have some energy as well.
By all means. Mordris first.
Didn't roll great. You're going to get 3 hit points back from Mordris.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Puts his hand on you. A little bit of blue light kind of glows around his hand as you
Blue
feel a
light.
little bit of your wounds patching themselves together.
So that puts you at what? 16 out of 25.
Correct.
Yeah, I'll do the same. I'll cast Cure Wounds, and it's let's see here. I need to read it. Creature you touch regains the number of hit points equal to 2d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. Okay, so I roll 2d8, and then add +2 to that. So I've got 2d8 here. That is an 8 and a 6, which is 14.
Oh,
plus
dang.
2 is 16. So yeah, you're good.
I'm topped off.
And I'm
Mordris is
just
like,
over there.
I suppose I
like,
should retire. Jeez.
I'm just over here, like, cleaning my nails, waiting because
You're coming down from borderline shock, Mordris. It's okay.
Carl, what is that? He's
So I'm just going to drop the crappy axe that I have and just pick that thing up, wipe it off, and
You
like,
pick it
it's
up.
mine. That's what it is.
Hey,
Stab
hold
Rob Zombie.
it.
In the so this is when you pick it up, this is what you see, Mr. Carl.
Ooh, that thing looks dope.
Right?
An enchanted great axe pulsating with necrotic energy. The wielder can feel the weapon's hunger through the haft. Its origins are unknown, but the weapon feels neither good nor bad, simply starving.
So it's half the damage done. Oh, get out of here. Very nice.
That's dope.
Oh, I like it. I'm wiping off
Only,
Wiping the
Only
goo up.
oh my gosh.
For those of you who are listening, audio format, he just found himself an enchanted great axe that, when he's raging, the first attack he lands successfully lands in a turn will siphon half the damage done as health returned back to him, And if he does have a successful hit, his subsequent attack has an advantage of sorts on its attack roll as well. So it is called Gluttony.
Beautiful axe, Carl.
Why,
We
thank
did
you.
all that and only one present? What?
Well, I think there's a chest over there by her study,
There
which
is a
I want
chest.
to go over there.
I'm going to go check that out. But
Well,
I'm
more
always worried about freaking mimics, so...
Morgus is gonna run over there. He's gonna head on over to the right side of the map there, where there's Ileana's study. There's a cot, there's a chest, there's a desk, bookshelves. He's gonna start rummaging through the papers on her desk just to try to piece together. He's still he's in study mode, trying to figure out what's going on here.
I'm gonna open.
Lady
I'm
Thera,
gonna tell Rob to open the chest, just in case it's a
There you
mimic.
go.
Rob is gonna bend down, acquiesce to your request, and he's gonna try and open the chest. At which time he's gonna stand back up and just look at you, 1,000-yard stare, and go, "Locked."
Locked. Can I firebolt it open?
He shrugs.
I'm asking you. Can I firebolt it? I mean, that's how I did it in Baldur's Gate. I just firebolted doors open. Locked door, no problem.
Does anyone want to try and open the
I
lock,
don't-
or
I was gonna say, I don't think I have a technical lockpick, but if I had something I could makeshift a lockpick out of, I could try to pick the lock on it.
I tell you what,
I mean,
in your
there's a whole
roguish,
bunch of
well, you're
dead maggots you could
you're-
lockpick using their teeth or something.
you're a ranger. You're resourceful. I'll let you give it a shot. I'll let you try and piece it together a means with the items in the desk and whatnot of opening this. So if you roll a dexterity check for me.
Okay. That, my friends, is a natural one.
Let's
Oh
go.
my gosh.
So you try to shove a few things into the lock itself. They break off inside of it, and
just
they're like
breaks.
permanently lodged inside. And you're like, "Well,
Oh,
I
no.
tried everything."
Hey, Carl, why don't you
Uh,
use that new axe you found?
Yeah, I was just about to
There
say,
you go.
I'll just smash the lock.
Give me a strength
There
check.
you go. Use the axe.
10 plus 4, 14.
I'm gonna give you advantage because you're so inspired by just having found a new axe. So roll again for me.
Feels cheating.
I mean, it's just a box. I can hit it as many times as I want until I get
That's
it,
true.
right?
That is true.
Give me
That
a
one was
better
a 15
roll.
total.
Okay, there you go. So you bring that gluttony just comes down and just cleaves only the locking mechanism itself and nothing else of the chest. Just a good clean hit. Chunk. I hit the mic. Sorry. And
Well done, Carl.
it's now easily swinging. It's able to be opened if you choose to. So do
Oh,
you
okay.
open
I was
it?
gonna say, somebody else, yeah.
I'm sorry. We're trying to be.
I got it there.
Yeah. He can open it, but remember you got an axe. I want to see what else is cool in here.
Okay, there's a notebook, language that you don't understand inside of it, but there's
toss it
also Mortis is like, he grabs it. Everybody go ahead and add each of you 310 gold into your inventory as you find 930 gold pieces inside this chest.
You're not even going to give me the chance to steal it all.
Nope.
What the
Say
heck?
333 gold.
So there's 930 gold. So everybody gets 310 straight into your inventory.
310.
Unless Lady Thera wants to
How
make
do
a case for
I-
why it all should go to her.
How do I?
I'm gonna be the one spending this gold anyway. I'm taking my share.
How do I add money? I'm trying to figure that out.
In your inventory, you click there's like a little.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
You're good.
Inventory.
So I'm
and
adding
then where's the gold?
310.
You just hit the little gold icon, Kale, on the right.
Okay.
Oh, I see it.
Cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
GP.
I have those
310,
6 copper
add.
coins because I found those on the guys when I stole the pitchfork.
6 coins. Are you serious?
Are you serious?
All right. As you guys are sort of in your revelry, Carl's looking over his brand new axe. You guys are divvying up gold pieces, feeling pretty good in your moment of triumph here. But you kind of notice Mordris is not quite as enthused in this moment. In fact, he actually starts to break down a little bit. You see tears pooling in the corners of his eyes.
Murphy, are you okay?
Can you imagine it? He says, to be ripped from your afterlife, surrounded by those you hold dear, suddenly pulled back into your physical body only to be immediately devoured by some creature. These poor souls are gone. They've been consumed. There will be no eternal afterlife for these poor people. The horror of their final moments, I can't even imagine. Ileana's notes here, they tell a horrific story. Linmar offered himself as a sacrifice, and Ileana reanimated him into a zombie, and together they killed every single person in this Necropolis Undercroft. Every priest, layperson, cleric, child, everything. That's how Linmar ascended to being a grave caller. To be honest, if I'm being quite frank, we're lucky. Had he achieved full lichdom, we would not have stood a chance. We'd all be dead right now. But it also gets worse. Apparently, Ileana's coven of witches caused the plagues in the lower city. They used it as a smokescreen to feed this avatar of the bestower. The avatar could hunt in the alleys, consume any dead or living being without worry during the plagues. So many bodies of dead and dying that one or two going missing amidst the chaos would go unnoticed.
This city is the worst.
He kind of
I mean that with all due respect.
he looks up at Kelvor, who has been of the party the most friendly towards him thus far.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
Yeah, that's right.
Kelvor, you must kill me.
What?
Exile is too generous a reward for me. These souls are lost. There's no redeeming them. How can I go on living when I know that my negligence has caused so many people to lose their chance at eternal happiness? You need to kill me.
And while this conversation is going on, Thera is already creating a firebolt in her hand. Like, she's ready. She's like, okay.
I'm going to hold up my hand to Thera specifically, without saying a word to her.
I'll
and
hit you
just
too.
turn to Mordris and Mordris, my friend, you have been a great aid in this adventure, if you could call it that. Are you certain this is what you want? Is exile not more than enough?
It's not about what I want. It's about what I deserve.
Well, we wouldn't be standing here without you.
This is true.
You saved our lives.
I have to agree with Carl. I know this has been happening for a long time. And I can only imagine the weight you must feel having this happen more or less under your nose. But these are dark happenings that are beyond any of us. And I think to bear the weight of that alone does not seem appropriate to me. I don't think that is entirely your burden to bear.
Sort of nodding his head as he takes it all in. I suppose at the very least I will have to fire Boral. I think he was in on this.
Do you think so? What makes you think that? What makes you suspect him?
Mainly this page here that says that she was paying Boral to bring bodies to her.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
Can we kill that guy?
It's a little cut and dry.
Think you can summon him here? I'd like to really push him off the edge.
Perhaps
I would love
Boral
that so much.
should answer for his part in this atrocity.
We certainly should have a conversation with him, but I don't think I can allow him to work for me anymore.
No, I don't think you can.
No, I don't think I will.
I must perform the rites over all the dead here, though. That much is certain. It will probably be my final act in my service to Lord Kelemvor, which is, admittedly, somewhat shaken. There are hundreds, if not thousands. This will take time. But they do deserve proper care as much as anyone else. I would imagine this will take days at least. But here's what I ask of you, then. Keep the treasures and the gold that you found along the way, but I may require one more favor from you. Tell no one what you've seen here. You must understand, if word gets to the upper city that there is a latent deific power here in the lower city, they'll slaughter anyone who gets in their way to seize control of it. And if word gets out to the lower city citizens, they'll kill my staff, they'll loot the entire place searching for anything of value that they could sell. No. Give me 3 days. 3 days. Give me time to perform these rites, and then do me a favor. Speak with Captain Filligan. I must warn you, he's an acquired taste, and I know that means a lot coming from me. But he is an honorable man, well, for a warlock at least. He's the leader of the resistance. He won't take advantage of this power, this I know, but he will help me smuggle religious leaders from both the churches of Calavos and Lathander into the lower city so that they can reclaim these artifacts in this undercroft and the knowledge buried down here. But if the common citizens found out about this place, they'd storm the Necropolis and loot the entire thing and sell these items for profit. They belong in Dalamar, among the faithful worshippers of Lathander and Calavos. And I'll send word to those churches.
Saying they belong in a museum?
Precisely.
So do you.
But this information can't be made known to the upper city. They'll exploit it and desecrate the dead here in their hunger for power and money. But you can find Filligan in the bar Defiance, most likely. Make contact with him in 3 days. Tell him everything we've been through here. He owes me a personal debt. And he'll make sure that the secret is kept while also ensuring the artifacts here find their rightful homes. But I must thank you for your help, my friends. There's no way I would have survived all of this without you. But in the meantime, while I'm finishing up these rites, dare I say, you might start investigating this night hunter, because I fear there might be more to this urban legend than we currently know, given that entity that was on the ceiling and the things that Ileana herself said.
That seems like a good plan. Do you think this night hunter could be the entity that we saw?
My hunch tells me it might be connected to this avatar of the bestower. Whether they're one and the same, I can't say for certain. But clearly something was feeding off of citizens of the lower city during the plagues. Something was feeding off the reanimated deceased here in the Undercroft. Something has been feeding on the people of Calavos.
Indeed. That slimy creature, whatever it was, slithered its way up through a crack in the ceiling and disappeared, with Ileana following suit.
When was this?
There's no telling where they may be now. Oh, you remember that shriek, of course, yes? The one.
Yes, ear piercing.
That was
Have you ever
painfully
heard
loud.
anything like that before?
I certainly haven't. I just managed to look up during that horrific shrieking, and I saw it slither its way up through the ceiling and disappear. And Ileana followed suit.
So it's still around.
Just for fun,
It's-
everybody give me a
Oh, it's
history
gone
check.
forever.
It's gone
Okay.
forever.
Just
says
for
Carl.
fun, history check, everybody. Just for kicks and
History.
giggles.
Okay.
I rolled a 7 minus 1, 6.
Dirty 20. Dirty 20.
Let's go.
Nice. 14 plus 1 is 15.
Lady Thera, suddenly just recounting that experience, it triggers a memory in your brain. And you're like, oh my gosh, I remember on our way into the city after we fought some people on the road, we heard a scream.
Mm.
That's right. I remember that now.
You didn't remember nothing.
And
That
you're,
I mean,
was
she remembered that now.
me.
you're suddenly making this connection like, oh my gosh, I think that was the same sound that we heard.
Wait a second. Do you guys remember after we killed those guys and I took their pitchfork
The guys in the
and
room.
half an eaten apple that I gave to the horse? I do
Mhm.
remember that. It was very fondly. We were by some marshlands and you guys fell in and almost died. You remember that?
How
Just
can I
ringing a bell
forget?
for you?
Yes.
The
Yeah.
thing that Carl
I
wanted to talk
remember.
about.
You went in to get a horn. Yeah. There was a
Oh, I don't, no,
scream.
we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that part.
Okay. There was a scream we heard. Do you remember that?
I do.
I do.
remember
It
that scream.
sounded a lot like what we just heard.
I think you're onto something.
But if it was
Curious.
here, how did it get to the marshland swamp area? I don't know what that.
Well,
area
it
is
clearly
called.
exited this room, for lack of a better word, through some.
Can we ask Morgus maybe if he could surmise? He knows at least this sort of area better than we would. Where what we're standing underneath. if it's underneath the town or is it somewhere else?
It's literally the marshes, right? Because he said that
Where we are right now
Calavos-
is opposite side of the city as the marshes. So the marshes are on the north side of the town. We are currently south of Calavos itself, I would surmise. Directly above us would be, as Ileana described, the landscape that is really unpassable by human standards. Just crags of the stony spires shooting up out of the earth.
Okay.
But I mean, this thing does it have to conform to physics, or I mean, Murphy, you probably know more about
it
this
clung
than the
to
rest
the
of us.
ceiling. I'm just answering to anything at this point. I'm assuming you're talking to me. But it was clinging to the ceiling. It crawled through a crack. I don't think that whatever we're dealing with has to conform to the laws of human physics by any stretch of the imagination. This is probably some sort of magical or dark entity of sorts. I don't think it would be just like you were once in the marshes, but now you're here. I think it could travel from anywhere to anywhere else.
It could teleport.
Or walk,
Possibly.
fly, float, crawl.
it may
I don't
also
know.
be, it may be bound by the same modes of transportation as we are. It may just slither its way to the surface. Didn't that journal say something about all of the rock and earth in this chamber being forced up to the surface?
Yes.
Right above
Stone,
us?
please.
According to Ileana, yes, all of the rock that was once in this place was displaced by the meeting of Calavos and Lathander. And according to Ileana, even wiped out a small village right above us.
Right. So it's entirely plausible that there are cracks and holes and things in the ceiling here that
Nobody passes through that region. Who's to know what's up there?
So this thing was the thing that was consuming the children?
From what I can gather, yes. So Ileana was having the remains of children brought to her. She would reactivate this deific energy. And
Was
then,
she wait, remains, or was she killing them?
I was gonna
Because
say,
we
yeah.
had kids go missing from the orphanage.
Live ones.
Live
4 children are missing from the orphanage. but
Children
that
are
doesn't mean
missing from
that's-
the orphanage. God's
Yes,
above.
4 children have missing.
Well,
Have we talked about this with you,
never.
sir?
This sounds very
Oh.
similar to obviously what's happening down here. But oh no, this makes me worried then. Oh, the whole point of reanimating children corpses was to reunite their soul with their vessel here in the physical plane so that the avatar of the bestower could consume their life force. I don't like the implications of what that might mean for the living children.
Like they were going to have souls be put in them that weren't their own?
Or
Well,
that
I'm assuming a live child would be much more fulfilling
that's my concern too.
sacrifice than a dead one that's had its soul
So-
forcibly returned.
Do you think that those kids are already dead, or they're being held somewhere?
I
I
don't
think
have a clue.
my fear is that if the children were taken live to be consumed, then we are not going to find them.
Not alive anyway.
Right.
How do we explain that to the orphanage, let alone
we-
our employer?
Who is your employer, may I ask?
Are we allowed to tell him?
I don't think we're allowed to talk about that.
I mean, I trust Mordris at this point. I don't
don't.
think he would go
I just met
telling...
this guy. Miguel? Is that
Just-
your name?
Oh my gosh.
Mateo. I'm getting close.
Oh Lord.
Marcello.
Marshmallow.
Mamma mia!
Mamma mia. Marcello. I don't know. Our
Listen, you
employer
don't need to tell
didn't
me
tell us-
anything. You don't need to tell me. I don't need to know. All I know
Just
is that
know
I
that
have my
we're trying
hands
to
full
help.
here in this Undercroft for the time being.
Well, and just know that we're trying to help an orphanage figure out what happened to their missing kids. But this is
I
not
think
gonna
your
be a
best
good
chance
answer.
would be to follow up do you have any information on this Night Hunter?
Only
Urban legend.
only bar stories told over many drinks. I mean, nothing
Follow
really
anything
concrete.
you've got. If you find something concrete, feel free to let me know. But in the meantime, I really need to get started on performing rites over all the deceased here. There are thousands. It will take some time.
Where can we find you if we need you again?
I'll be right here.
Perfect. Can I use this opportunity to scan this chamber specifically amongst, like you said, there's what, thousands of bodies here.
There's also that pile of bodies on the other side that we never looked at.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
want to
there's a big old
specifically
pile of
go
bodies.
search the room for the bodies of children specifically.
The room you're in right now?
Yes, anything smaller than an adult. Just I want to go look for the bodies of children,
Okay.
potentially.
So as you make your way over to the 9 o'clock of the map, and there is a pile of bones and remains. Unlike the bell room, these are intact, more or less remains. Right? It's not like odds and ends and bits and pieces. It's full corpses. What you can gather, there's a pretty fair mix, but the ones closer to the top are younger looking, which kind of leads you to assume that it's a bit of a recent development, bit of a recent change of pace, right? For whoever was working down here, that younger is better.
Sure.
How are we supposed to protect the other kids in the orphanage if we don't get rid of this thing?
That's a very good question. But how also is this thing, or an agent of this thing, getting children out of the orphanage without anyone noticing? That still isn't
That's
answered.
another good question. I mean, Malachi said that thing was allowed to just come in and feed in the streets or whatever, right?
During the
it was
plagues,
using
yes,
the plague,
as a
yeah,
smoke
as
screen.
cover.
But not now. So how are they doing this?
The Night Hunter is still probably our next best lead. She said,
Can
the lady in the bar, I wrote down this name, I have to find it, but she told us to go find what's his name's wife, right? Perhaps we should go find her.
I'll remind you, you wrote it down, so there's no point in making you look it up. But she told you to find Elsie, who is a prostitute at the brothel.
Right.
There's a man named Donalis that she heard the story from firsthand. And she happens to know that Donalis likes to visit Elsie at the brothel next door to the bar that you were at in the trade center.
When we get out of here, we should definitely maybe go look her up. But before then, looking at this pile of corpses, can I just scan it for any, children's bodies that? Do we know what these kids look like that we're taking?
I was going to say, can I do a perception check on the pile?
You may.
I would like to do one as well.
Go for it. Roll.
I got a 14 plus 3, 17.
10 plus 4 is 14.
So from what you can gather, the remains that are here, they don't look fresh enough to be children who were living in weeks past, right? These look like the operation here, the MO was take remains of an already deceased individual from their sarcophagus, transfer them down to this specific chamber, reignite the deific energy to shove a soul back into this vessel just so it could be consumed very briefly. So these are old remains where someone who's already dead is being shoved back into the body, not necessarily a currently living individual. Does that make sense? So no body's fresh enough to look like they were living in weeks past. I don't think
these are the kids we've been looking for.
I agree.
Have we explored everywhere beyond that we can? I mean, is this the end for us, or is there more? Could the kids be somewhere else?
In the Necropolis specifically?
Yeah.
I mean, you're welcome to look around on your way back out of here, but it has been a very linear path, right? It's not like a maze. There's only so many directions and places you can dig, right? It's more or less just a winding path.
If the kids are being kept somewhere, they're not here.
Yeah, it seems like
I will certainly continue to look around.
Chamber.
Sure, I will do my research of this place even more thoroughly now that we've made it here. But my suspicions is that if you're looking for living, missing children, this might not be the place for it.
I appreciate the insight.
Where do we go from here?
I think you're
The
best.
prostitutes.
I think you need to go see some hookers.
Follow a new lead.
Sir.
We should probably also check on the orphanage. We've been gone an awfully long time.
That
That's
better.
true. It's probably been at least a day or so.
It's been a day, right? Maybe almost 2.
So your
Probably
timeline, you spent the night at the orphanage, right? You woke up the very next morning and went straight to the necropolis where you began your investigation. You spent that following night down here. Currently, you're looking at the time that you concluded this fight, you're probably looking at close to noon, but still late in the morning of this day. So it's probably been a full 36 hours or so since you saw the kids.
That's concerning.
So,
Well, no. I'm supposed to be more like a full 28-ish hours, so a full day and then and some change since the morning that you saw them last. But yes.
I mean, keep in mind, we were hired to try and figure out what was happening. We weren't hired as security detail for these children, so they're probably fine.
That's fair.
true. We don't want any more to go missing, of course, but
That's job security. You're thinking of this the wrong way.
I'm
Well-
thinking of the children.
Go chase down your leads. I'll take care of this here. But remember,
Wow.
give me 3 days. This is a lot of bodies for me to go through. After that,
And then
I
talk to Phil again.
Promise
talk to
to
Filligan.
tell the second person I meet, not the
Oh my
first.
gosh.
That's
We'll try
fine
to
as long as the
prevent
second
this
person
way.
is Filligan.
Is
Keep
did you say
an
Bar
eye on her for me.
Defiance?
Yes, Defiance. It's a bar in
Bar
the trade center.
Bar Defiance Trade Center. Okay.
It's so there's 2 bars in the trade center. There's one if you enter from the water side. There's one immediately on your right called Krog's Bottom. That's for anybody. Defiance, no.
We've been
That is a special bar, usually reserved for captains and their first mates. So
really
you should be able to gain
Really-
entry if you tell them it's an important matter.
Or I'll
Okay.
gain entry because I'm me.
Again, I
yeah,
reiterate,
I'll let
keep
us
an
in.
eye on this one, Calvor.
I will. And you,
You
my
know what?
friend, more
For that-
just
For that, I'm going to turn around and I'm just going to firebolt one of his journals that he just found. I don't even care which one. Just do it.
that is so
And
cruel.
I'm going to just look him in the eye and walk away.
That is
So-
so cruel.
In the moment you cast it, fireball shoots out. It hits one of the journals
Firebolt,
on the
yes.
firebolt. Directly hits the journal of Seer Linmar, which is quite possibly the most precious collection of information from any follower of Kelemvor, which dictates and recounts historical events that no scholar has ever heard before, and it just gets consumed by fire in a moment. And his jaw drops all the way open. He drops to his knees.
Lyra.
Why?
because
Why?
You've done this.
you're being
Why?
asked. Why not? Because I wanted to.
There are so many things I would say, but I don't want you to destroy it. He starts covering up. He's like shoving other books. He's just putting them under his robe.
Well, my opinion's unreal.
Lyra, take a walk. Carl, go with her.
Just enjoy.
Even if you didn't care, that book could have been sold for thousands of gold. We could have fed the entire lower city for a month with that.
So it was all about money for you, huh? Yeah. I had you
Lyra.
pegged for that. Yeah.
Lyra.
Come on. I'll be
he
taking my
tugs-
zombie and
He
going.
tugs on Kelvor's arm. Please, I really need you to kill me. Just kill me.
Mordris.
Listen, I'll
listen
do
to
it.
me.
Rob, pick him up.
Lyra,
Hoist him over
stop.
the side.
Lyra.
Can Rob carry him?
I'm going to start calling you the wrong name. Lyra, Lyra, Kira, Bajira. Stop.
Bajira.
Just go. Please. Just go.
Yes, I would like to just put a hand on Mordris's shoulder or arm and just, we will go. We will give you 3 days, but promise me within these 3 days, you do not take your own life. We will see you again.
He nods his head in agreement.
I'll nod back without saying a word and then turn around to leave.
All right.
And as we're walking out, I'm going to look at Kelvor and I'm going to be like, well, you really botched that, didn't you?
I'm just going to face palm and not say a word.
So it takes you a good couple of hours just to make your way back up to the surface from there. And once you get past that secret door and back into the proper necropolis, you're kind of scanning the area. There are workers. You do not see Boral. Boral is nowhere in the necropolis to be seen.
That's very convenient.
But you make your way back out of the necropolis. If you have that map of Calavos, you can pull it up as a reference if you need to, but you would be on the far right side of the map, the southern tip of the city, coming out of the necropolis, giant entrance back onto the proper promenade, the boardwalk of sorts. Where are you going from here? So you could stop in the trade center, hit the brothel, see if Elsie's there. You could go straight to the orphanage if that's your concern, whatever it may be. But give me a heading. Where are you headed to before we call it quits?
My first instinct is that Elsie and the other prostitutes, if you will, won't probably be around at noon, midday. Probably come out.
I mean, a brothel would be open
earlier in the
non-stop,
evening.
no?
Well, I suppose that might be fair.
That's what I know about brothels.
High class prostitutes.
You can always peek your head in as you're walking past the trade center, anyways, and just see.
Yeah, either we go find Elsie. I think Elsie's our next objective. So either we should go find her now, or we should go to the orphanage just to check in and refresh, and maybe take a short rest at least, and then go find her. Maybe.
Yeah.
All right. And with that, you have successfully leveled up to level 3.
Let's freaking
Yes!
So before the next session, make sure you go through the effort of picking your next feats or skills or abilities or whatever it may be. Usually D&D Beyond can handle most of that stuff for you pretty intuitively, but you will also get
the character book, right?
Yeah, you'll get more hit points, all that business, so your HP will go up. Yeah, make sure you get all that done for next session, but go ahead and level up to level 3.
Heck yeah.
Yay!
Pick our subclasses. Think about what you
Oh,
want to be.
yeah.
Thank you so much. Hopefully that is the conclusion of the Necropolis specific little arc that we took a couple of episodes to bang out. So you're onward and upward to greater and better things.
We did it.
We did it. That was dope. That was so well done.
Yay, good. Okay. And then for our listeners, we look forward to chasing down any leads on the Night Hunter in the following episodes. Until then, stay frosty, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.